What up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to another live stream. I hope you are all doing well. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. Listen, before I start talking, put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me perfectly fine. If the audio is good, go ahead, put a one in the chat so that I'll know the audio is good. So make sure you guys do that. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me perfectly fine. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to all my supporters, followers, all that good stuff. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. As you come into the building, per usual, hit the like button, y'all. Please hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. That is super, super important. So make sure you are hitting the like button as you come into the building. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Lorenzo Redmond in the building. That's right. Get the likes up. Hit the like button on your way in, y'all, so that we'll have however many people we have in here, at least we'll have the exact amount of likes. All right. So make sure y'all hit the like button. Shout out to Lorenzo, Successful MD in the building. How are you, Successful MD? Pharaoh, what's going on, Pharaoh? Georgia Boy 7, what's going on? Malcolm Wilson, how are you? I hope y'all are doing well. Shout out to all of you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. So y'all see the title. I'm gonna try not to keep y'all too long, but I want to give my 2 cents per usual. Y'all know how it is. Give my opinion, give my thoughts, and I definitely want y'all to chime in the chat. I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can do that via Super Chat or Cash App, you guys. Also, just by hitting the like button, it is free to do that. So at least make sure you are doing that. But if you want to support the channel in any other way, or if you want your comments to be read, make sure you go ahead and support the channel by giving a Super Chat. It definitely helps the channel out, all right? It helps the channel to grow. So make sure you guys are doing that. And shout out to y'all once again for being here. XYZ in the building. What's going on? Kevin from Brooklyn. What's going on, Kevin? UFO Kamikaze 1. Quick 504, how you doing? How you doing? Hope all is well with you. Shout out to you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here once again. So y'all see the title, right? What is the title? Child, Black women roasted for dressing like 304's at Disney World plus more. Baby, they holding it up all over the place. They can't help it. You know what I mean? So this video caught my attention, and I wanted to talk about it. What was the channel I got this? I saw this on, oh my God, what is this channel? I can't think of the guy's channel, but I saw this on social media. And I wanted to talk about it because it kind of speaks to what Felicia Rashad was saying like a couple of weeks ago about how women on college campuses, she's seen them dressing with these strings of clothing on, how a lot of these women, these modern women, don't seem to have any self-respect anymore. They don't seem to value themselves because they don't think it's a problem. And once again, all of this is just, I think, is a lot of programming, and it's a lot of misinformation, and it's a lot of this so-called empowerment that's been taught to these women to make them think and feel that the way they dress, the way they behave, the way they act is normal, and men should just accept it, and it's okay, and everybody should just accept it. But it's part of the reason why we are seeing such a decline in relationships, in our women, how they, you know, the fact that they can't get into healthy relationships, how it's affecting their children, and a lot of other things as well. And I think they don't see the correlation to all of this. It's just about a good time, you know, spending money, having fun, being outside. That's all not everyone, but a lot of people seem to care about. And I always talk about this because it's a big deal. Everybody is focused on getting to the bag, getting to the D, being outside, having fun. 30, 40, 50-year-old women out here still trying to just go shopping because it's fun and have fun all the time, as if life is not fun all the time. In the real world, everything ain't a kiki and a ha-ha. You know what I'm saying? You got real life issues that you got to deal with, and you got to be responsible adults. And it seems to me that a lot of these women they don't really want to be responsible adults. They worked hard to get their degrees, and they want to be able to say, I'll take care of myself and all of that. But at the end of the day, they don't want to live that type of life. If they could wave a magic wand, they would just be sitting on a cloud, not doing anything but shopping and taking girl trips, and not have any care or responsibilities in the world. And that's just not real life. And I think a lot of these women are looking for that, something I say all the time that doesn't exist, right? It doesn't exist, and I think it's something that's holding them back, and they're wondering why they're not getting the outcomes that they want, because it's unrealistic. Y'all hear me say it all the time. It's these superficial, unrealistic ideas that 60-year-old women still can't understand. I don't understand. And then when they buy themselves they wondering why after all these years, I don't, no man wants me. It's like, come on, you messed it up for yourself and you don't want to accept it. But this is just part of the issue. No accountability, we know. No self-awareness, we know. Don't want nobody to tell you nothing. Why? Because you too educated and you too smart. So you got all your degrees, so nobody can't tell you shit. So, but you know it all. But when it comes to men, you're so clueless and oblivious to the nature of men, and you don't understand them. But you know everything else. Why can't you understand that? It makes no sense. And when you start to deep dive into what the real cause of all of this is, it points right at a woman and her nature and her not wanting to be accountable, not being self-aware, not taking any accountability for her actions and making changes. It goes back to them. As much as they want to point it to the men, it's going to go right back to the women. And that's just what it is. And they hate it. They hate it. They hate it. They hate anybody to hold them accountable. They hate for anybody to call them out on their BS. They hate for you to even talk about them. They just want you to keep bashing them in. As long as you say, oh, ninjas ain't ish, and oh my God, they're so horrible. They're cool with that because it takes the focus off them, but it's still not helping. You know what I'm saying? It's not helping in any way possible. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this clip up and let you guys hear what some of these women were saying, because women spoke out on this and was talking about it, because now, some women are starting to see how deliberate and how delusional a lot of these women are. They're starting to see that this is not a good look, that they have no type of morals and value. I say it all the time. Now you go to Disney World where there's nothing but children, elderly people, all different ages of people out there, all kind of, and you go there and you got to hold that up. You got to go and turn it into a whole fest. I'm just saying. And it's a bunch of black women doing this. And it to me makes us look bad, because this is what people looking expect from us. All them other people out there got on khakis and t-shirts and shorts with their kids and flip-flops and sandals and tennis shoes, being comfortable with their little bunny ears on, the Mickey ears on, going to have fun with their families. And why is it a group of black women got to go over and do stuff? It doesn't make any sense. My throat is dry. Excuse me. But I'm going to go ahead and play this. Y'all chime in. Let me know what y'all think, child. It's a hot mess. Here we go.
So this past weekend, me and two of my bestest homegirls in the whole wide world went to Epcot in Orlando to celebrate my birthday. March 29th, big Aries energy, whoop whoop, whatever. Okay, cool. So we get there, and of course, everybody's dressed up. I did the Ariel thing. My homegirl did Sleeping Beauty, drinking, whatever. We all dressed up in our little fits, and it was cute. So it was different groups of girls that were there. Black women specifically. I'm calling you out because I wouldn't be me if I didn't. Okay. So Disney World is a family-friendly amusement park. Keyword on family. The amount of tennis skirts and ass cheeks that I saw at Disney World gave me secondhand embarrassment. It's going to take me 2 weeks to recover from. There is no reason why you are dressed up as Princess Tiana and your ass is hanging out the bottom of your skirt.
Right.
It's not. And I'm talking about March the 29th. Y'all was at Disney World and it was ass everywhere. Ass everywhere. We talking about babies in strollers, 5-year-olds walking around with their daddies. Like a family-friendly amusement park. Do y'all have to hoe up every damn event?
Yes, they do. They do. There's no shame in their game. What's this quote that I hear people saying? No, what is it? Ashamed of nothing. I think it goes ashamed of nothing and insulted by everything or something like that. Is that it, y'all? I heard somebody say that, ashamed of everything, ashamed of nothing and insulted by everything. I think that's how it go. So you there's no shame in their game. I would say bring shame back, because they don't care. They don't care about what they do in front of kids. They don't care how they're being presented. They don't care what people you just don't care. There's no shame in their game whatsoever. Every moment they have, no matter where they go, you ready to throw ass out. You ready to just let it all fall out, let it all just hang out. And and with the smile and a kiki and a ha, like it's so cute, like big grown children. It's like big grown, well grown children with no type of, you're not even aware of your environment. You don't give a damn. You just out here doing whatever you want to do at whatever cost. You don't care. And they're like and it's sad to say, but a lot of these women are like this with their children. They do anything around their kids. They have no type of, nothing, no kind of, I mean, I these are parents and they don't really care how they present themselves around their own kids. They don't even care what their kids think about them. You allow any type of behavior, anything to happen around your kids. Queen of Accountability posted a video that was sad on Instagram about this video of this lady drinking in the camera, just what, I don't know if she had, what kind of drink, what it, Ciroc, what Sarone, I don't know what the hell, Corona, I don't know what the hell they be drinking, but all I know is she was in the camera looking stupid, dancing or barely dancing, right? And with some kind of drink in her hand, drunk and probably high as a kite. And the little babies are just walking around in the place. The little baby goes over to the sofa and picks up something that's kind of heavy. And baby, it was a gun, a firearm. That was, it was cringe. It was cringy to see. That baby, they got a gun just laying around. That baby picked that up. Gun could have went off, killed that child. That sort of thing happens. Just so reckless. And nobody wants to say anything. Nobody wants to call that behavior out because it is not good. And a lot of these children are the ones who are suffering from it. But these are the boss chicks, baby. They care, all they care about is having fun, having a good time. You don't want to even be responsible for your own kids. So if you don't care about what you do in front of your own kids, what makes you think you're going to care about what you present to other people's kids or other people? They're not going to give a damn. And it's just sad. It's sad. It's sad. And it's like, wow, if we don't call this out and hope for some type of change, who's going to do it? Because nobody's doing it. Everybody just go with the flow. And when they cry wolf and things happen, things get bad, everybody's there just to rescue them. It's ridiculous. Jantel, thank you so much for the super chat. Says only thing they're ashamed of is their edges, right? Or the lack thereof, Jantel, because they don't have no edges, baby. Them edges is gone. Them wigs, them pull them edges out, baby. Thank you for the super chat, Jantel. The lack thereof, right? Ain't no edges. It's just bald skin there. They don't have no edges, child. Thank you, Jantel. JSU Tiger 07, thank you so much for the super chat. It says love that jazzy hairstyle, DeeDee. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and thank you so much for being here, and thanks for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Baby, yeah, they just don't care, and it's sad, and somebody got to call it out, and somebody got to let them know that this behavior is not okay. This is not what you should be doing, because while they're out here being so reckless, that's the thing I don't like. You're constantly blaming men and saying men ain't this and they ain't shit and they're not educated. I got another video where this woman talking about men aren't, why don't they go get their education? Because a lot of men don't need to do that. There's other options. Every man don't have to go to college to be successful. Maybe there's something else that he's working on to build himself up. Because, and to say that, these men didn't go to college, so they just aren't educated and they don't know anything. Baby, you got a whole bunch of women out here who are college educated on paper, but they don't know basic math. Let's get into it. I don't know how. Listen, and this is something that I see in real life. Hell, I know personally people who've been to 4-year college degree and look good. Jackson State University out here like popular doing their thing, baby, and dumb as hell. Don't know basic math. Now, how did you get through elementary, middle school, high school, college, and you don't know basic math? But you got a college education on paper, but you don't know basic math. We was on the college campus, and them girls didn't even know basic math. They didn't know 9 times 3. Okay, that they were asked what's 3 times 3 times 3, And one of them said 9 and one of them said 18. So, and they're college educated. Come on. So they got to stop with this shit because too much information is out here and people aren't dumb. You know, people aren't oblivious to what's going on. So stop with this. Oh, these men aren't educated. Y'all went to school and paid all that goddamn money and you still don't know basic math. So you're not educated either. Just saying. So it's just, you know, it's just a lot we got to work on. Pharaoh, thank you so much for the super chat. Says government needs dress codes for public areas. They're going to have to start doing something, Pharaoh, because these, you know, these women are just going everywhere. You know what I mean? They gonna be in a White House. They don't know how to act there and just show your true colors everywhere you go. No kind of decorum. Don't understand the concept of there's a place and a time for everything. Like certain know how to dress when you go into these places. Just, they don't care. They don't care. Thank you for the super chat, Pharaoh. I appreciate you. They just don't care. XYZ basic math. Yeah, basic math. I mean, my 7-year-old probably knows more math than some of these college educated women. I'm just saying. Cause he definitely, he's 7. He knows 9 times 3. He knows multiplication and he's 7. And that woman didn't know 3 times 3 times 3. I would ask my son that, what's 3 times 3 times 3 and see if he would know, because these college educated women did not know that. Baby, it's just crazy as hell. So, child, it's just a hot mess. Chase. I'm sorry, y'all. But I just don't like the, you know, the shaming and trying to tell, Chase, come here. Come right here. Just stay right here. What do you know 3 times 3 times 3? 27. Wait. So break it down for me. What's 3 times 3? 9. And what's 9 times 3? 27. You sure that's right? Yeah. So 3 times 3 is what? 9. And 9 times 3 is what? 27. Okay, thank you. Go ahead. Did y'all hear that? And baby, that is it. And there's some college educated people who couldn't do that. That's crazy. And he's 7. So, child, all I'm saying is stop trying to throw shade at people when you know you don't have all the answers. When you trying to throw shade at other people and tell people, these men need, because I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna pull that video up for y'all. I don't have it here, or either I put it. I think I recorded it already. So they don't know that. I mean, there's a video of 2 chicks being asked was 3 times 3 times 3, and they both got it wrong, child. But anyway, child, let's continue.
Help me to understand. What would make you comfortable enough to wear a tennis skirt so short it's 6 inches of raw ass hanging out the bottom of it? We at Disney World. My God.
I just saw what the bubble skirt trend looks like from the back, and I think this trend needs to end. I've seen a lot of cheeks on my timeline, and I'm really concerned because it leaves a lot of you exposed.
I just saw the bubble skirt that y'all have been talking about. Yikes. Yeah, that, it might not be for us. Yeah, it's probably not for us.
Okay, if you've ever been to Disney World, you already know family oriented, kids everywhere, grandparents, fathers, mothers, just a family setting. I'll say it like that. You know, it's divided in different parts. You got Epcot, you got Animal Kingdom, you got Magic Kingdom. Universal and Island are 2 separate things. But when it comes down to Disney World, you know, basically kids everywhere. Elderly everywhere. So the question is, I came across this content creator page, and basically her video was explaining she went to Disney World for her birthday. They was dressed, you know, real neat and cute. The ears, you know, we love a good character ears. They were so cute. They have plenty of choices and everything. But anyway, and then I came across this comment, and basically, and that's a good question. Should Disney World have a dress code?
They should.
Because apparently some of y'all getting out of hand with having y'all cheeks hang out.
They should have a dress code once again, because now They have infiltrated, child. When the hyenas start infiltrating, now you got to start making rules and changing dress codes, because all these years, people have been going to Disney World with their khakis on, their t-shirts, their sundresses, whatever, casually going covered up. They didn't have this problem. Now that they've arrived and they've infiltrated the scene, now they're gonna have to start changing things. And this is why that's why these people give us a bad name. They give us a bad look. This is why, and I know some people be like, oh, well, we shouldn't worry about what other people think. But I mean, come on. And this is why sometimes when you go somewhere as a Black person, you're looked at a certain way because they expect this type of behavior from all of us when it's not how all of us act. A lot of us know how to conduct ourselves in public spaces. And then there's a group of us who just don't. They want to hoochie everything up, mess it all up, and then when somebody tell them something, well, why is this? Y'all just don't think nothing, no type of decorum or anything about yourself. And it's sad because it doesn't have to be that way. Like, it's everything got to be Thought City. Everything got to be whole culture. Everything. You don't care that your ass is hanging out and little children are walking around looking at that. You don't care. I just. It's crazy, y'all. Let's continue.
Y'all walking around with 2 little skirts and shorts on.
Hold on. You hit the like button, y'all, please. We got 127 watching, y'all. 79 likes. Come on, we can at least get the 100 likes, please. Y'all, the likes are important. Please go ahead and hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I hope I'm saying it. The King 948 says shame these 304's at DeeDee. Well, I mean, yeah, somebody got to shame them, child, because nothing else is working. This empowerment mindset, like, oh, we can do what we want and we empowered and all that ain't helping. Somebody need to shame their asses walking around with their bubble skirts on with it. This lady says that the bubble skirt looks like a scrunchie. The scrunchies the little girls put in their hair is a scrunchie around your waist with all the back of your ass cheeks out at Disneyland. Come on now. There's no excuse for that. What are y'all trying to prove? And then what it is, a bunch of women everywhere you go. Where y'all men at? Y'all don't have because maybe if you had a man, maybe you'll dress better. Maybe. A bunch of women always going somewhere together looking like hoochie mamas. I'm just saying, they all travel in packs. I'm just saying. And a lot of people, thank you, the King. I hope I'm saying the King 948. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. You know, and I know they'd be like, well, we go hard on our own. Well, if you don't go hard on your own, who you gonna go hard on? What? Because we want to see you do better. Nobody else could give a shit about what we do. All they're gonna do is scrutinize it and talk about it and put it down. But if your own people can't look at you and try to correct you to get you right, then if you don't want to accept that, then you're just a lost cause. There's no helping you. And then, but you get an attitude when people approach you in an inappropriate way or try to tell you something, you get mad. I don't understand it. No correction. You can't tell them nothing. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But let's continue.
And cheeks everywhere. And it's like, why? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not biased to anything, but I'm just saying, why as women you feel like you have to go everywhere and let it hang out, basically. I feel like they just let it hang out. But again, should they come up with a dress code? But then people be like, oh, they being this, they being that, we gotta, blah, blah, blah. But grandparents, kids, everywhere, and it ain't about nobody daddy, but it's just the fact of, this a family place and this is not the time and place to show what your mom gave you.
Right.
But anyway, do y'all think that Disney World should have a dress code?
Bubble skirts, let's talk about it. Child, we are seeing more naked tail than we've ever seen in the history of Lifetime. Well, I'll take that back. Since the history of Adam and Eve when they was the naked tail in the garden, okay? Since then, we are seeing the most naked behind tail bubble skirts. First of all, why y'all overdo stuff? I really hate when somebody overdo something. You overdo a trend, you overdo something cute that could have been cute. You just have an overdue spirit. Why aren't we wearing tights with that? No, because you want your behind flouncing. We don't want to see your tail flouncing. I'm annoyed. I don't care how old I get. My mom, if I'm at the age I'm at, and I ain't gonna share my age, my mama gonna look at me and say, now where are you going with that? Well, now what is going on here?
Right.
A bubble skirt. I know that's a trend, but boo-boo, you gotta figure out something. Your tail. You got your tail flouncing.
Right.
Everywhere, just sashaying. And then y'all want to sashay with the bubble skirts as if at this point it's cute until you turn around. The bubble skirt is cute, especially, you know, because I got me some legs on me. Okay? With some good, juicy, cute, formed legs. But it's when you turn around. I get the picture. I know it. I see it. But it's when you turn around and that tail is just flouncing. Y'all can't tell me that it's cute.
It's not.
Who's telling y'all that that's fly? Who's telling y'all that's a vibe?
Girl, they telling themselves. They telling themselves it's a vibe. It's a vibe. They telling themselves that it's cute, girl. We got the ass. That's what they tell themselves for they leave the house. Girl, I got the ass cheeks on deck. And girl, you going to Disney World. Y'all didn't think that the children, y'all don't care about the children looking at y'all, the crack of y'all asses. Why do you think that's cute? This is why a lot of men are desensitized to these women now. A lot of men are claiming they're desensitized to ass cheeks and stuff. I look, y'all let me know, because I can't speak for y'all, but this is what I'm hearing. Men are having a hard time because they see it on the regular. They see ass cheeks and all this stuff all the time. So now they're so used to it, it don't even bother them. You know what I mean? It's like, I saw this man, he did a video on YouTube. I don't know his name, white guy. I want to react to that video. He's like, he been watching porn for so long, corn for so long. Now he got a problem. He can't get it going because he done watched it so much. Well, it's similar to now. Or he's been watching OnlyFans, whatever. And now he having issues with himself because you're not stimulated by it anymore because it's too normal. It's become normalized. So your body is looking at that. Your brain is not making you do what you need to do because it's been overstimulated. So now it ain't working. And this is a young guy. So when these women be talking about, these guys, they can't, they ain't no work no more. No, baby, it depends on who you are. That ain't for everybody. Don't put everybody in that, because they got some young men that's struggling with that. Now I'm not talking about y'all, but I'm saying there's some men out here who's struggling. But part of it might be because overstimulation. You use it too much, or you're watching too much porn, and you're only doing too much, and then all of a sudden it just stopped working because it don't know what to do no more. It done ran out. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he said. The guy. I might get that video and maybe react to that next and let y'all hear what he's saying. But he was crying and everything. He's like, he don't know what to do with his life because he's paid so much money on OnlyFans and all that. Now he have problems down there because I guess he's overstimulated. I don't know, overstimulated. I mean, it's just, they're desensitized. Your brain is desensitized to ass, booty cheeks and ass and tits because that's all what's on your timeline. That's all you see on social media. You don't have to pay to see it now. You just see it. They busting it open, bend it over, showing you. And if you watch that enough, after a while, it don't do nothing for you. It don't do nothing for you after a while. If you keep consuming it, after a while, it's like, oh, okay, now I'm done. Now it ain't working for me no more. You know what I'm saying? So, child, I don't know. And these women are just so oblivious, and they just really think men just want to see y'all ass cheeks every time you look. Now, there are a lot of men, you're a straight man. And I mean, I'm pretty sure you like to see some ass cheeks from now and then. I mean, come on, that's the nature of men. Y'all see a little something, y'all gonna look. But I mean, if you see a little something every day, all day, and you looking and getting off on it, I'm just saying, keep it real. That's y'all nature. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. But then you doing that all the time, every time. Then after a while, you like, I'm done with this shit. I'm just saying. I'm just assuming. Y'all let me know. Anyway, child, because that's what that man said. He was like, and he was hard down crying. He didn't do this life because he was just, he was done for. He spent thousands of dollars on corn, and now he's saying he need pills for ED. I'm just saying. So what was he doing? I'm just saying, probably, let's continue. I'm not going there. Here we go.
Who told y'all that? Did your mind? You can't see behind you. That's what it is. You can't see it. You can't see it. You can't see what we see. Telling you now. Stop wearing them bubble skirts if you ain't got no doggone tights on. And then put on the thickest tie. I seen some girl, she had the thinnest tights on. You had the tights, but then you are gonna go thin with the tights. It's just, I want a sachet. I want y'all to see my tail. I still want you to see my skin. What is that spirit? That spirit is annoying. I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. I don't get into super modesty. I dress modest, but sometimes, you want to show a little shoulder, a little arm, a little thigh.
Right. Because listen, I ain't mad at a little arm or a little something, but it's a way to do it. It's a way to dress, to have a little sex appeal. As women, we like that, but you could do it in a classy way. It doesn't have to be in a hoochie, a hoochie way. It doesn't have to be in a distasteful way. You can look very sexy with your whole body covered up. It's how you approach it. And these women don't understand modesty. They don't understand a little tease. They don't understand that. They understand, let it all show, because this is what they want to see. Now, who's going to be watching you at Disney World? The old men and the little children? Like, why would you wear that there? That's all I'm saying. You going to Disney World. Why do your ass cheeks got to be out there? Who are you trying to impress? The old grandpas and the children? Come on now, that don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I just don't understand. But anyway, yeah, it's ridiculous. Let's continue.
Little leg every now and again in appropriate places. But this flouncing with your tail out and then you want to sashay with the flounce wears me out. Pick one, okay? Child, y'all don't got no modesty, no bone of a modesty, no wisdom of a modesty.
None.
Stop wearing these bubble skirt, showing your tails, and sashaying and flouncing. That's all I got to say.
Okay, so I'm seeing something about like bubble skirts. So I have a teen. I gotta go see what the hell going on.
Lorenzo says that DeeDee, YouTube is playing you on your likes. No, they not. They're not playing me. It's y'all gotta like. Everybody gotta like. YouTube ain't playing it. Not on that. Y'all gotta hit the like button. Everybody ain't hitting the like button. Rainbow Kid says, DeeDee, what are you drinking? Water. I gotta get my H2O. Cause baby, I be feeling like I be dehydrated. I need to drink water. So water. And I put a little sea salt in my water too. Y'all gotta hit the like button. Y'all gotta hit the like button, please. Everybody hit the like button. Let me see. Pharaoh, thank you for the super chat. Says, I wonder if we can protest 304-ism and stank assery. Hell, I mean, no. It ain't gonna do nothing. Hell, they gonna be pissed off, child. They don't like us even talking about it. But hell, you talk about it, you have the right to speak and say whatever you want. So they gotta hear it at some point. They're gonna be rushing and running to hear the truth and try to do something, but it's gonna be too late. I'm just saying. Always want to learn and get some when it done hit rock bottom. When these boss chicks and all this stuff, this boss chick, era runs out and everybody is struggling and for real, then they might want to listen. But people done moved on at this point. People gonna be moved on. Like, child, we done talked enough. We done talked to y'all goes blue in the face and y'all didn't want to hear it. You thought you had options. You thought you could manifest everything. You thought you could be a 304. You thought you could dress with your T and A out and it was going to be no consequences. And then when it all hit the fan, when all the ish hit the fan, now, well, where's people telling us to help us? Too late. We was trying to help you. You didn't want to listen. So now that's your pet sale. That's what happens. Thank you, Pharaoh, for the super chat. I appreciate you. When the ship finally sails and all of the shit hit the fan, then they're going to be looking for help, child. It's too late. Because at some point, everybody gonna move on. People gonna stop talking about this shit, and people gonna move on to other topics, other things that's happening in the world, or other stuff. Because once you done, you lead the horse to the water, baby, but you can't make them drink, and y'all don't want to drink. But then when all these boss chicks jobs go away, and everybody's sitting around saying, because you're already starting to see it. This woman said, I was a boss chick and I made all this money. Now she homeless. I'm just saying. And it just goes to show you the thing that I'm always saying. Hey, life can take twists and turns. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed in this life. You know, you can have ups, you have downs. That's the flow of life, but you got to be prepared for it. This is why I think relationships and marriage is important, because at least you have somebody that you can share that with. But they don't think like that. They think like, I ain't sharing nothing with no man. I don't need a man. If I'm going to do bad, I'm going to do bad all by myself. And that's exactly what's happening. Y'all doing bad by yourself, but you don't really understand what that means. That means when you do bad by yourself, you really by your damn self. You really got to find you some boots and pick yourself up by them bootstraps, and you got to do it all by yourself. But when they're doing it by themselves, they're crying and I don't know if I could do it and all this kind of shit. No, well, see, when you go through things with a person, that's another person who has capabilities and in my opinion, where y'all could go through it together, meaning y'all can help each other. It's not just you. So where you fall short, they can lift you up. Where they fall short, you can lift them up. Y'all can go through things and weather the storm a lot better if it's two people there who is working with each other. But they don't see it like that. Because I don't know who told these women. I don't know who told them that, you know, a man, you don't need a man, you can do it all. And then y'all crying. It's just a hot mess. But somebody done told these women the wrong stuff and they running with it, baby. And then they're going to be running and crying and screaming and wondering what the hell happened when people been telling you the whole time. But oh no, we pick me's. You pick me's. I can't stand them mother effing pick me's. That's how they be talking. I can't stand you pick me's. I can't stand the men with the podcast who take their mics away. Yeah, because you don't want to hear nothing. You don't want to hear the truth. All you want to hear is stock culture. Yeah, shake it, girl. Go outside. Bend that air over and come on, do what you want to do, girl. Have fun. Be outside. To hell with what they saying. To hell with them kids. They be like, F them kids. Yeah, because you go throw them kids with your mama or somebody and then you out in the club 24/7. Shaking your ass and partying all night outside, girls trips, all, you know, just all the time. Like, really? Y'all really want to? Hell, when I was in my 20s, I didn't really like going to the clubs. But that's just me. Maybe I'm maybe I'm a little different. I didn't like clubs when I was 20. Because I just felt like it's a hole in the wall, you know. And I grew up in New Orleans, so, you know, I grew up around like shootings and killings. You know what I'm just saying. You ain't got to be of the hood to come from the hood. I come from the hood, but I don't consider myself of the hood. But I grew up with killings and shootings and police sirens and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If you from New Orleans, 504, yes, area code 504. You grew up in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't and people going. I grew up where they had the DJs and everybody outside. You know, back then, what they would call twerking now, twerking then. And then, boom, 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 shots ring out and somebody a few people get shot. You know what I'm saying? So when you grow up around that, and you know people going to clubs, and next thing you know, somebody always getting deleted. I think that's enough to deter you from clubs. That's enough to make you not want to go, because I don't want to get shot on for this style. You know what I'm saying? When you've seen that, and you've come from that, yeah, you want no parts of it, see. But there are a lot of people who come from it and they still like that lifestyle. I don't need it, never liked it, don't want it, don't need it. Okay? But so that's probably why. Garudo Legends, thank you so much for the super chat. Says what women want to put what woman want to put her exposed rump on Disney's chairs and sets? Not a wife material woman for sure. Right. Because those bubble skirts are so little, your ass cheeks are literally sitting on that stuff. You know what I mean? Any secretions or whatever you got coming out of that, it's on that. That's just germs, nasty. And why would you want to do that? You know what I mean? They don't think like that though. Yeah. And a lot of these women be out here stinking, just throwing. And I noticed the ones who always shaking and moving and wear the least amount of clothes be the ones that smell bad. I'm just saying. Garudo Legends, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. XYZ says, DeeDee, if it's not enough likes, do like Pastor and tell the mods, close the doors. Close the door. Right. Close the doors. Lock you in till y'all all hit the right. Y'all silly. Well, y'all, nah, I can't do that though. Yeah, I should do that. Wait, well then I should do that with the super chats. Close the doors. Come on now, mods. Close the doors. You can't. Come on, that's crazy. Lord have mercy, because I got that clip too. He told them people close the doors like they can't leave, baby, because you want them to give you all that money. Y'all a trip. XYZ, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh Lord, y'all a trip. Please hit the like button, y'all. Y'all funny. Well, thank y'all. Oh my God. The likes are up. Thank you. Maybe it worked. XYZ. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate y'all. Y'all funny. The King 948 says, respect to New Orleans, but come to Detroit. So is it worse in Detroit? Shout out to you, the King 948. Yeah, I think it is worse in Detroit. That what you're saying? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, child. Is that what you're saying? The King is worse in Detroit? Or is it better? Or you just saying come to Detroit? Thank you for the super chat. Pharaoh says some heifers wear them skirts can't floss their y'all a trip. Oh my God. Pharaoh, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. I'm from the most dangerous city in the country, but I'm not hood. Right. Thank you, Pharaoh. Let's continue, y'all. Successful says DeeDee is from New Orleans East. Sister play. I'm not from the East. But thank you for the super chat. Nah, I'm not from the East. I'm from the West Bank. Yeah, the East is horrible now. The East didn't used to be horrible though. The East wasn't bad like it is now. But no, I'm not actually from the East. My sister lives in the East at this point, but nah, I'm from the West. We from the West Bank. My husband is from Uptown. So my husband's from Uptown, and I'm from the West Bank. Yeah, I'm from the West Bank. Yeah. And my husband from Uptown. He's from yeah. Yeah, the East is a mess, Quick 504. Yes, that's what I was saying. It's a mess. It's a mess now for sure. Oh yeah. It didn't used to be though, Quick 504. It didn't used to be, but now it is. It's a hot mess now, child. I wouldn't want to, I don't want to go to the hoods. I don't want to go hang out there no more. Yeah, we visit, but you know what I'm saying? Visit. It's fun to visit and then get the hell up out of there. Thank you, Successful MD. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Right, good. So we are up on the likes. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Baby, let's continue.
So I said, let me go see what a fucking bubble skirt is. I'm like, what the hell? It's like literally like an inch or two short from your cooter where you can see everything. And so what sparked this particular content is that I was going through the video and I see a girl talking about, she had on that outfit, so I'm get ready with me. And she said she was going to Times Square. Times Square? Now, listen, I understand. Times Square has evolved, okay? Times Square have evolved. And this generation, it must be nice. It must be nice to walk around with a skirt like that in Times Square. Because I promise you, back in the 90s, early 2000s, listen, I almost got snatched up in Times Square, you know what I'm saying? And I had on jeans and a Care Bear shirt. So I can imagine if it was still like that, girl, the way the pimps and stuff at Puerto Rico be waiting for your ass.
PSA, ladies, bubble skirt means bubble skirt, not bubble out. Just because they make it, don't mean you got to wear it. You walking down the street with your kids, They looking at, hey, come on now. Come on. And then it's like we in a strip club. Then when somebody start throwing dollars at you, you get mad.
Right.
You walking down the street covering your kids' eyes. Because this, all that thing hanging out. All of it. Not some of it. All of it.
Yeah.
And then get mad when somebody say something.
Right.
Leave something for the imagination. But that ain't leaving a damn thing.
Right.
Come on, y'all. Just because they make it do not mean you have to wear it. Bubble skirt. Bubble skirt. Not bubble out. I'm talking about all hanging out. Come on now.
They want them to see, girl. They want y'all to see. They want you to see what they're working with, y'all. There's nothing left to the imagination. Just here it is. Take it or leave it. Like, here we go on display. You want some? That's how they act. The King 948 says, Detroit is worse. Okay, yeah, I kind of thought that. You'll be in the river or a abandoned house or dismembered. Jesus. You'll get more than just a gun and a knife fight. Oh no. Hell no. That I don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? Lord, Jesus, Lord. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, baby. I ain't trying to go. I mean, I grew up with it, and that's why I don't hang around it now. That's why I don't have time. I ain't got time. I don't want to go to where the killers go in front of them. Hell, now I know some of them. Some killers. You know what I'm saying? Know some of them are cool people, and they cool, you know what I'm saying? But they cool, but I see, I ain't just trying to hang around them. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, the King 948. I appreciate you. We ain't trying to just hang around them. We know, my husband knows some. We know some. They cool because a lot of us grew up around them. Cool people, they'll be ready to hurt something for you. But I'm like, I ain't trying to get caught up in that. You got to be like, nah. That's all right. We ain't really about that life. We don't need no help. Well, that's just crazy. I'm just saying, I ain't into nothing like that. But yeah, because you'll get caught up. You don't want to hang around. Right. Rainbow, the goons. Yeah, you don't want to really be, because the Goonie goons, they still goons to this day, the ones that are alive. You know what I mean? They still about that life, a lot of them. And it's like, nah, I ain't got time. You got to stay away from them because they, you just don't know what they going to do. I'm just saying, ain't nobody got time for that. We got kids. Nah. Let's continue, y'all.
Come on now. Now, you see that little slim girl or that big girl, when they put it on, it's fine. If it ain't showing all that, come on, but don't in the bag. Come on, y'all. It's bubble skirt. Not bubble ass. Just because they make it don't mean you got to wear it.
I just saw a bubble skirt in real life for the very first time. And now I need to know how we outlaw them.
She looked distraught. Girl.
I feel like I've been traumatized. I've never seen that much booty cheek on somebody that I wasn't married to or birthed.
She looked traumatized.
I'm just sitting in the parking lot. I was about to walk in Old Navy. I've seen him on the Lord's internet, but I've never seen him out in the wild. I wouldn't think that you would wear that at 9:30 on a Saturday morning to the Bath and Body Works. I think that's where she was going. I'm blown away.
She's traumatized.
It looked like she was wearing a scrunchie.
Right.
That's what they look like. It looked like a scrunchie.
Yeah.
Holy moly. It's a waist scrunchie. I think a scrunchie would cover up more. I'm blown away. Have y'all seen these things out in public? Is this what we're doing now? I do not want to participate.
That's
Count
what they're
me
doing,
out.
Girl.
Okay, don't mind my parents. I just left the gym.
All right. Zookeeper says, your moderators told me I better pay a $5 super chat or they kicking me out. LOL, just kicking. They better not. They're not. Listen, look, I bet you, look, I bet you, what's his name? Marvin Sapp got his money though. He said, close the doors. Close the doors. Come on, let's get my money. Let's get my money, baby. I said it yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, the last time. Baby, I know my husband. My husband would have been like, come on. He would have grabbed my hand and he'd have been like, come on, let's go. And the way he walked and the way he had that serious face there, but they would have been like, okay, sir, you can leave on out. You ain't stopping us from leaving. The way he said closing doors, like he gonna be stopping people at the door. You ain't leaving. I know you lying, baby. It'll be a fight in there. Trust. Boy, and that was crazy. That was good. I said these pimping pastors are a trip. You trying to pimp these people out of their goddamn money. Let people give freely. If they want to give, they'll give. Ain't nothing wrong with asking, you know. But if they want to give, they will. If you don't, you don't. You can't make people, you know, because I know you can't make me give, baby. Like I say, church is fun. I go for the entertainment if I do go. I said the last time and I meant it. We going to the best one with the best choir, the best music, the best musicians, the best holy dances, the best, all of it. And we going like get dressed and go have us a good time and enjoy the show. Get in the middle of the aisle and holy dance and jump and everything the whole night. And we just have a good old time. And then we go sit down and pat our faces and go with the flow, do what everybody do. And then when it's time to pass the offering, we raise our hand and we hit the door. We done. Before it's all over, we get to leave the parking lot before everybody, you know, out there and we good. Yeah, that's a good little time. Go get us something to eat. Child, come home and feel good. Had a good little time. That's where I'm at with it. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. And we're gonna get through this because I want to share. We got to move on. Chavez Greener says, I forever love Detroit, but I'm from Louisiana. Folks could be gator meat if they're not careful. Drag them in the river, baby. Right. But child, yeah, you gotta, you know, just be cautious. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Rudo Legends, thank y'all for super chatting. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. Garudo Legend says, I understand being eco-friendly and not wasting money on unnecessary clothing, but a bubble skirt is what you find at a funny playhouse for adults behind doors in a dungeon. A bubble skirt is what you find in a funny playhouse for adults behind doors in a dungeon. You know, but people make anything a trend though, Garudo Legends. They just come out with anything, whatever they think they want to make a trend and just go with it. That shouldn't, clearly those things should not be worn out in public. It should not be. You know, when is it okay to, you know, but they make it okay to wear your ass out. You know, everybody wearing everything see-through, everything could be seen. Just go to a concert or go somewhere. They be in there with clear clothes on, child. Clear, you just see right through. And it's okay. Because they look sexy and they look good. And I always see the big girls. Big old goddamn legs. One leg this fucking wide. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. I'm trying not to cuss. One leg is this wide. The wideness of this screen. One leg. And then the other one on side. And then be the ones that have everything that you can see. Everything is see. You can see all the stretch marks, all the fat. You could see it all. Like, you could see it all. Like, the big ass in the back with big lumps on it. You could see it about this thick and just sitting there, big old. You could see it all. And they don't be trying to cover that up. They want you to see. And I don't know, maybe that's appealing to chubby chasers. I'm just saying, but it's not to everybody. Thank you, Garudo Legends. I appreciate you for the support. So, you know, Mayim, the goddess, thank you for the super chat, says, if I see a chick in a bubble skirt in public, I'm gonna call the law for indecent exposure. That'll learn them, sis. You really gonna do that? Child, I just be looking at just like this. I'd be just like, That's how I be like, Sometimes you want to act like, do you feel comfortable with that on? Like, why? What compelled you to go out with that? Like, that's what I be wanting to make sense of it. You know, maybe there's something behind it. Maybe if I heard a story. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Maybe if there was a story behind it, why there was because my husband always say, he laughs at me because he's like, you always trying to make sense of stuff. Because, you know, I do try to get the behind story, or maybe there's some type of mental component behind it. Maybe there's a good reason behind why people do what they do. I should have went into some type of psychology or something, because I really be trying to just make sense of what people do, and understand folks, because sometimes it's not, it's something, maybe something deeper that makes them choose the choices that they make or what they do or something. Not try, but then, if it's nothing, I just wanted to wear it, then it's okay. All right. Well, then you just doing that on purpose. You just want to look stupid on purpose. I'm just saying. Anyway, there was nothing behind it or nothing or whatever. I don't know. It just don't make no sense. Mr. Walker, what's going on? Get him, DeeDee. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to y'all. Thank you once again for the support. Rainbow Kid says, ever been to a nice restaurant? Yes. They put that napkin across your lap. That's a bubble skirt. LOL. I mean, come on. I've seen worse, to be honest. Thank you, Rainbow Kid. I appreciate you for the support. I've seen worse. I mean, the bubble skirt is just bad, but I think I've seen worse. Yeah. Thank you, Rainbow Kid. I appreciate you. So that's what MD says. Who's signing up to take those women serious? Nobody. And that's what they don't realize until thank you, Successful MD, when they realize that it's too late. Ain't nobody, no, listen, come on. If you putting your TNA on display, people going to assume you're giving out TNA, right? You want us to see it because you offering it. It's on the table. So if you offering it, somebody gonna want to take it. Somebody gonna take you up on your offer. Somebody like, okay, you got it out there, you hanging. So you must want me to see it, and you must want me to want it. So if you want me to want it, then I'm coming to get it. So when I come to get it, that's all I came for. I wasn't trying to get nothing else. That's the part they can't comprehend. The men who come after you, the men of your DMs, Grand Rising Beautiful, how you doing? My good morning text and all this beautiful. You're so beautiful. I just loved you. I want to get to meet you, want to know you. No, they're coming for the TNA, okay? Because if all your posts showing, big backs and ass, they might like that. So they're going to be like, she's showing it. That means she want to give me some. So let me go and try to get me some. Let me collect. And then some of them that get it, now you mad when they get what they came for because you was promoting that. And they don't want nothing else, you pissed. Why did he ghost me? He got what he needed. What the hell you want me to do? Shit. You want him to sit around and what? Well, he don't want nothing else. He didn't look at you for your looks. He didn't look at you for a relationship. He looked at you for the TNA that you had on display, ma'am. If y'all talking about y'all at a table of titties and ass, well, that's what you offering. That's what you ain't offer your brain. You didn't say you was a neuroscience, or you didn't say you was offering, something of substance other than that. You offering TNA, and that's what they came for. So when they come and they get it, you ought to understand. Keep it moving. Don't get pissed. Why they ghosting you? They ain't ghosting you. They just collected on what you was offering. They took you up on your offer. That's it. And then you keep it moving. Ain't nothing else to see here. There's nothing else that they wanted. Hell, if a man wants you because he's attracted to you, your face or whatever, overall, he's trying to get to know you because he's attracted to that. He's not just attracted to your tits and your butt. He sees something more in you. So now he's responding according to that. Oh, she's beautiful, or she seemed like a nice woman. She ain't got no kids, or she seems got some sense. She seems smart. She doing this. She doing that. Oh yeah, I want to get to know her. He want to get to know her because he's intrigued by her. He's interested in her. So that's why he's going to try to pursue her and get to know her. But you, on the other hand, all you guys, the big ass and titties, that's all he coming for, baby. That's how men operate. I see big ass and titties, you promoting it, you look like you offering me some, and I'm getting it, I'm collecting. And when I collect, I'm done. Ain't nothing else to see here. So that's how that go. Chavez Greener says, many of these same bubble skirt folks support calling for Alicia Rashad to pick me. All right. And everything, they're calling men gay, and they're calling women who are married in relationships pick-me's. You know what I mean? That's the new thing. Every woman's a pick-me, and every man is gay when they don't like what he's saying. Thank you once again for the super chat. I appreciate you. It's just you know what to expect. Pharaoh says, I see one I quote, I see one I quote DMX's, is it what you bees want? Okay, I know what you're talking about, Pharaoh. Right, Pharaoh, you quote that? What y'all really want? That's what they be saying. What y'all really want? Child, they don't know what they want. Thank you, Pharaoh, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jerome, for becoming a member. I appreciate you so much for the support. Thank you once again for that. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense, y'all. Yeah, they act like they don't understand, but they don't. They don't understand the nature of men. Men operate differently from women. We're not the same. And so they think that they can go out here and do what men do and they're going to get the same results, and they don't. And I think a lot of what some women are doing is out of rebellion. You know, they hate the idea that men can get away with certain things that they can't, but they don't have a problem when these double standards benefit them. So when they benefit from certain things that men don't, it's cool. You know, it's all good. But when men have stuff that they benefit from, oh, they mad. Now you want to level up and do like a man. A lot of these women are literally acting like the worst men that they speak on. They literally, I said this before, they are wanting to be the type of men that did them dirty. They have become them. If he can go and sleep around with this one and Paula and Jane and Christy, then I should be able to do it too, and I should not be judged. So that's why it's empowerment for them to go out and be, sleep around, because men could do it. So what's good for them is good for us. We can do the same thing. We shouldn't be called hoes, and we shouldn't be considered less than. But ma'am, it don't work. You're creating a problem for yourself. You're putting yourself in a position that you can never recover from, because men don't think and look at it the same. So a man could go out here and sleep with Paula, Renee, Sheila, Patty, and Dawn, 5 women, right? In one day. Of course, he's not going to I don't recommend that. I don't recommend hoish men, but at the same time, that is not going to affect them getting a woman or getting a wife. It's just not. He could recover from that, and then when he decide he want to settle down, he can go find him a wife, and she's not going to really care who he been with in the past, as long as he's faithful to her when they're together. She's not going to judge him on how many women he slept with. Because that's just not in the nature of women to do. A lot of women don't care. As long as you're faithful to them when you're with them, but men, on the other hand, they do care. They do care how many men have been inside of you. They care, because that's the men going to you. It's not the other way around for them. So it's different. And a lot of women are realizing that, but that's why they don't think that having all these kids by different men is a problem. They think it's a flex. Oh, my morals and values are high because I know who I am and I know my worth. Yeah, you may feel your worth has gone up, but to the most men watching you and looking at your circumstances, they don't see that the same. So you got to take that into consideration. Successful MD says, honestly, they want to be picked and are jealous. They know their life is expired and can't bond with one man. I don't feel sorry for hyenas. You know what? You're right, Successful MD. A lot of them are jealous. And that's, when you're mad and you can't have what you want, then the best next thing to do is start shaming other individuals who have what you have, because you really can't get it. That's all. That's why I laugh at them. That's why I be like, thank you, Successful MD. That's why I don't pay no mind to the hyenas, child. I don't give a shit what they doing, to be honest with you. I just give my opinion on it, and whether you like it or not, I don't really be giving a shit, to be honest with y'all. I give my opinion. It's my opinion. You can agree. You don't have to agree. I don't expect everybody to agree with what I'm saying, but just hopefully somebody can learn something from it. That's my point to all of this. Learn something. Take a different perspective or a little piece of information and try to apply it to your life if you're having difficulties, and learn from it. Do something better, because this whole culture and all this is not where it's at, and it's not yielding you the results that you want. These women are literally becoming depressed because they're 30 and 40 years old and they can't find stable relationships with good men because the men don't want them, and they hate to acknowledge that because it makes them feel small. Like, well, damn, no man don't want me. There are literal videos of women crying saying no man want me, but then she's saying no man want to take me out and buy me Birkin bags. No, he don't. Now, if you want to add that, hell no, he don't want to do that. He don't want to just spend money on you like that. It don't work. A lot of men don't spend money like that. Women are the more now. And I'm not going to talk about the smaller percentage, because there are some men who have hobbies and things that they spend money on, but that is not the majority. A lot of women spend way more money than men, period. Women, we spend a lot of money. I spend more money than my husband. It's the truth. We buy all kind of stuff we don't need. And my husband doesn't do that. Like he don't, if I want to get him something, I don't need it. He don't want it. I gotta force him to accept something because he knows he don't need it. He's not trying to spend additional money that don't need to be spent. You know what I mean? So most men are like that. They're not the spenders. It's the women. We like to spend money on all kinds of stuff. So most men aren't trying to just spend all the money that they just made. They're not trying to do that. So, I forgot why I said that, but yeah, a lot of the women are jealous, and all you can do is insult a person when you don't like what they're saying, but it's true. You go home to your lonesome. I don't give a damn how much money you make. It doesn't matter. You're by yourself. You're lonely. You want your person, but you don't know how to get your person because you're too selfish. And you're selfish. You're entitled. You're a boss chick. You will not settle. So you're going to end up settling by yourself. That's just how that's going to go. That's just it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Quick 504 says, I'm at a bar here in NOLA, spitting up my drink, laughing at DeeDee. Why you laughing? Thank you for the super chat. What's funny? Hell, y'all be laughing at me, but I be serious. Thank you for the super chat once again. I appreciate you. Yeah, I be serious as hell. Facts. Thank you, Mr. Walker. I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you so much. I be serious as hell because I've seen too much. For real, for real. Garudo Legend says, I keep it classy. I will use my peripheral vision to not give them the attention they desperately seek dressed like that. Thank you. Yeah, because I think if men stop giving them attention, they'll learn. They'll get the hint. Like, oh shit, these men they ain't bad. Now, I remember I saw this video of this woman, once again, the big, shape, big booty, walking around, and she walking in the area where nothing but men sitting there, and none of the dudes didn't blink an eye. No, none of the men looked at her, paid her no attention, and she probably felt dumb. Because they're looking for attention. You think men are, y'all desensitized the men. They see you big asses come a dime a dozen. And then half the men saying we know it's BBLs. We not even turned on by a BBL anymore. And now that these videos are resurfacing of these BBLs stinking, that's another thing. Now, who would want a woman with a big old ass and it stink all the time? Like, come on now. Already the pH balances are messed up. Everybody is shoving all kind of stuff in their cooches and stuff, trying to get it to smell right. Then on top of that, you got veneers that they say, now these veneers smell bad, give you bad breath because you can't really get to your real teeth. And the ass is stinking. So now you got bad breath, stinking asses, big old asses, and you look, you got it all put together, but you walking around and you smelling. So when you get around a man, he gonna smell you and that's gonna automatically throw him off right there. Cause he's like, what the hell is going on? Like, so it ain't worth it to me. Thank you, Garudo Legends, for the super chat. It ain't worth it to me. I'm just saying. Mayim, the goddess, says, black women better compete. Be his piece or buy a dog. KS, exactly. You gotta do something, baby. You can't just sit around and think you the prize and he gonna come find you. You gonna be waiting. You gonna be sitting there waiting. I'm saying. And figure out what these men want and be willing to give it to them. Because I personally don't think that the men are asking for a whole lot. It's just these women don't want to compromise. You think you're the bee's knees and you're the best thing ever, and he got to just cater to you. Nah, stop with this catering shit. Ain't nobody catering to nobody. People work together around here. Ain't no, you the princess on your throne and he got to bow down. Hell with that. Y'all got to get that mindset out your head. This is not what a man's supposed to do. Ain't no man bowing down to you. You better work with that man or just be by yourself, like you said. Get you a goddamn dog and sit down and pet it all day and be happy. Thank you, Mayim. I appreciate you. I'm just saying. It's so stupid, though. Time is running out for these hyenas. Baby, you ain't got all that time left. Blue Exodus says, DeeDee, you do go to the club. Your club is in the Southern Church, catching the whole... Right, exactly. And I don't do that a lot, but if I want to go have a good time, yeah, child, because that's the club. That would be the club, Blue Exodus. You're right. You're absolutely right. When I do decide to go, because I don't really like to leave the house, to be honest. Shit, y'all, if y'all really knew, I tell you, I don't really like to go nowhere. I like to be in my house, baby. I like to be in my home. I like to enjoy my bed. I like to cook my food and chill out and relax. I am not a street goer. Never have been. Like I said, when I was in my 20s, I did not like running the street. I don't like, and my sister is the opposite. Even though she would like to think that she's a homebody, she is not. She always somewhere. And I just live vicariously through her. She go to balls. She always going. She like to travel. She's always going. So girl, I'm like, where you going, girl? What you doing? Oh, that's so nice. Show me the pictures. Let me see. Baby, while I'm snuggled up in my bed watching movies, I am a homebody and I've always have been, and I love it here. I was never been a street person, child, and I'm not mad at people because my husband is actually the opposite. He used to go out to the clubs. Before we got together, he was with his brothers and stuff, his friends. They went to clubs. He traveled a lot. When he was younger, he did all that younger. Yeah, he's really not a homebody. He actually like to get out and go. And some of my kids are like that too. They like to go too. Some of them like to go, some of them are homebodies. But I'm just a real homebody. It takes a lot to get me to want to go, because I like to be home. And I know for my birthday next month, we're going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas, and that's I'm already like kind of like, do I really want to go? You know what I'm saying? Because I like to be home. I don't really like to do. I'm not a street person, But I will. You know what I mean? I do stuff, but I like to do family things. I like to do stuff with my kids, and I like us to do stuff, group stuff together. Do bowling and skating and picnics in the summertime and, stuff like fun stuff. I like to do stuff like that. I like to do stuff as a family. So it's fun when we do that, have those experiences and those moments together. But club hopping, nah. That ain't my scene. Thank you, Blue Exodus. I appreciate you. Club hopping ain't my scene, baby. I like to be at home. I like to enjoy my house. I like to be in my comfort zone, in my surroundings, enjoying a good snack and watching a movie and chilled, relaxed. Relaxation is my number one goal, to be relaxed every single day that I'm living. I like to relax. I don't want to be stressed out. I don't like all the smoke and all that. I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that. I don't. And no shame to I think it's good for people who like to go out and have fun. Have fun. I think it's great. I think if that's your thing, do your thing, have fun, be safe, but have fun and live your life. Live your life. Everybody's not the same, and I respect that. But what I don't respect and what would piss me off and what has happened once when I was trying to be kind of forced to do something I didn't want to do, and then that when you know me and you know what I like, and I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? When you know me and you try to get me to do something I'm not about, now I'm pissed off. That'll piss me off. Cause one time I ain't gonna throw her under the bus, but yeah, I don't want to go Thanksgiving. I don't want to go Thanksgiving. I spend time with my family every year on Thanksgiving. I cook, and now my daughters help me cook. Cause I used to do it for years. I did it by myself, but now they all help in the kitchen. We get it done. We cook. We enjoy that cooking together, and we enjoy our time. We together for the holidays. I don't want to go sit at no bar on Thanksgiving. I don't want to go sit at the bar on Christmas. For what? That sounds like that's for single people. I don't want to go sit at a bar where I got tons of food and good stuff at home with my family. I don't want to go to a bar on Thanksgiving and sit and have a drink. I don't even drink. So when that was offered, it pissed me off. Hell, yeah, I was pissed. Like, what the hell? Come on, you know better. You know better. So yeah, I don't, respect what I want and what I like, and I respect what you do and what you like. That's all. That's it. Yeah. So that's just me, but I respect what your choices are. I don't have a problem with other people choose to do. It's not like I'm saying, because I stay at home, I'm better. No, it ain't nothing. It ain't about better and the worse. It's about my choices, what I like to do versus what you like to do. I love to hear people's stories. I don't have a problem with other people's choices. That's the thing. See, a lot of people do though. They try to convince people to do what they want to do. No, I just tell you what it is, and you let the chips fall where they may. Keith Randall, thank you for the super chat. Keith says they out here paying for inmates and the inmates taking their money and knocking their heads off. Released or conjugal visits. Salute chat room. Yes. I think it was what's his name? Yeah, somebody told me about that story. I don't know if y'all want it in a live, because I could come back and do a live on the story on this woman. I forget her name, but I wrote it down. Now it's 2 women who were deleted in the prisons during conjugal visits, child. Yeah, that is crazy. And I want to talk about that. So I may do it in a live so y'all can kind of give y'all thoughts on it. But yeah, that's just crazy. And these women met these men in prison, if I'm not mistaken. And now, thank you, Keith, for the super chat. I appreciate you. And now, I just, and rest in peace to that woman who lost her life, or them 2 women who lost their lives in there, where the man strangled them to death in the conjugal visit. But what would possess you to go date a man in prison who's, deleted 4 people or who is known for killing people? Why would you go and think that that's a safe place? I don't understand for the life of me. I just don't understand that. I don't understand. There's not one man out here who's hasn't been to prison and deleted people that you can't take a chance on. You going to the prison. I said before, they're going to prison bays or rising. The amount of women getting prison bays is on the rise. It's like the men out here got to have 6 figures, 6 feet, all this, but the man in prison ain't got shit. And you willing to take a chance on it? He's in there for a reason. I told y'all it's a mental epidemic going on. Mental instability is real, and nobody's checking on it. These women they're moving backwards. It's like I don't understand. And then to tell somebody, "Oh, prison is where the good men at." Are you kidding me? I don't know. Prison where the good men at? Really? Out here ain't no good men, but prison, they'll go to the jail. Queen of Vibes, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, "D, you should consider becoming a comedian. I come to every show." Really? Why? Girl, I don't really be trying to be funny. This is how I talk on a regular basis. And I just felt, y'all made me feel more comfortable just talking like this. Because at first I wasn't. I was like very reserved. But I'm like, hell with it. This is how I really think and how I talk. I don't know. I didn't know it was funny. But, I don't know. Thank you for the super chat, Queen of Vibes. I appreciate it. Hell. Eric Williams, thank you for the super chat. Says, DeeDee, you have me cracking up laughing at work when you say they be walking around smelling. They do, though. But y'all, come on now. Y'all see them videos of men talking about them and women too, talking about them BBLs stinking. They're like, it smell like, what that lady said, it smell like, one person said it smelled like dirty diapers. Somebody said it smelled, what did she say? She said it smelled like old greens or something. You know how you cook some greens and they go bad? And when you open the refrigerator, it's loud. You could smell it. She said that's what the BBL smell like. It smell like old rotten greens. Now, if somebody walk past you with that on, you going to smell it. You're going to smell it. That's not a good smell. Thank you, Eric, for the super chat. I appreciate you. She said it smelled like old rotten greens. And then she said some of the BBLs smell like rotten skin. And rot. And think about, the back of your earlobe, that musty, funky little smell behind your ear. If you get your ear pierced and it's healing, and that skin that you rub it, you smell in your back of your ear stink. I think everybody's experienced that, I guess. But it's like on 10. It's like that with rotten greens and funk. Just think about that. I wouldn't want that on me. Darius, thank you for the super chat. Says they will deal with or even provide for men in prison because the convict being an emotional tampon is a small price to pay for steady visits. Wow. Thank you, Darius, for the super chat. I appreciate you, child. Isn't that insane, though? That's crazy. And they be going in there sleeping with these men. You don't even know them. And then they turn around and, and choke you to death. I'm just saying. Thank you, Darius. I appreciate you. It smelled like sewer water. Ooh, Lord. Lord. That's stink. Sewer, you walking around with a big ass that smelling like sewer water? Are you and you want a man to look at you and take you serious? He can't stand there and even talk to you because that would stink to high hell. Then you sit down. You couldn't come sit on my goddamn sofa. You sit on my sofa and get up my sofa smell like fucking sewer water. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to cuss, but it comes out. Blame my husband. You sit your ass on my sofa and then get up and that whole area smell like sewer water. Now I gotta clean that. No, you can keep that. I'm just saying. You know, that's the worst thing to have people come to your house and sit on your couch where you sit down and where you relax and laying back with your blankets and stuff. And then somebody come and sit on your couch with a big stinking ass. Like, oh my God, that's disturbing. You know, and then you go smell your couch and you like, what the hell is that? And this is why I think you got to be mindful of what you're doing to yourself. Be mindful of what you're doing to your bodies and stuff. Because see, that's funny. That's funny that now is they're saying all these enhancements and stuff don't smell good. My sister even told me, because you know the people that some people I ain't gonna name because I don't know if they watch or not. She said, yeah, they mouth smell bad. The ones who have veneers, they mouth smell bad. And I'm like, damn. So you got all these teeth done in your mouth because they shave your teeth down and they put that stuff on top of it. And you can't really clean your gums, I guess, or your teeth real good. So they underneath there just probably rotting away. And the top look all good. And like I said, I mean, veneers are great, but I mean, at the same time, think about it. Veneers, like that girl said on that video, had me dying laughing. She said, veneers look like a mouthful of two front teeth. The two front teeth right here is the same size all the veneers are in your mouth. And you know, our teeth have different sizes, you know, and they, you know, different, but veneers is a mouthful of two front teeth. And it just look kind of weird sometimes. All your teeth the same size. You open your mouth, close, they all the same, bumping each other. It's like, and on top of that, they could stink. I was thinking about getting veneers one time, but when I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't, child. What the hell is that? And that's too expensive to turn around and your breath smell bad and all your teeth that look like two front teeth, the two front big teeth, all your teeth that same size across. You open your mouth, it look like dentures. You might as well get dentures. They're a lot cheaper. I'm just saying. All right, let's continue. Yeah, gold teeth. Yeah. People with them gold teeth, my friend years ago had the open face. They got to go get implants after that because their teeth done rotten. You know, we was in high school. I'm pretty sure that tooth done rotten out by now. And so now you got to go get implants to put your teeth back in your mouth because that gold you was rotten in the tooth. And then you're going to get an open face crown where it's open face. You can see the tooth just decaying and turning yellow underneath it because you can't brush it properly. So why would you want that? Back in the day, I used to think I wanted goals, but I'm like, I'll pass. I want to be able to brush my teeth, and I don't want no rotting teeth. Because when your teeth rotting in your mouth, ooh, it smell bad. Have y'all ever have you ever been around somebody who got rotten teeth? You know what I mean? Like literally rot. Oh, it smells. And let me tell you something. You could chew all the gum in the world, but the rotten smell comes right through the gum. I'm just saying. The rotten smell, you could. The smell it penetrates through the gum, you know, and you don't, and that's because you don't chew. Then if you chew sweet gum, it really comes through. So you need some hard, like deep hard mint gum and brush and do all that, but it's still gonna come through. You'll be talking to people. And the rotten smell just there. You got to keep doing this and that. Now, look, everybody got a little funky bread at some point. Let's be honest, we're human beings. You done went to work, you ate something, or, you know, and you ain't brush your teeth, or you ain't chew no gum or whatever. We all know the regular, normal, you know, wake up, morning breath or something like that. Come on, we're human beings. So everybody done experience morning breath, right? Right? We keeping it 100, right? We're human. It exists. Just like, you know, if you've been working all day and you like, oh my God, my armpits are sweaty. Ooh, I need to, you're a little musty. That's a normal thing. You know, I got to go get and take me a bath or clean myself. Then you freshen you back up. But I'm just saying there are ways to freshen yourself up while you're on the go too now, because you need to do that too. But just the sheer idea. Yes, everybody gonna get a little stink here and there. That's just life. That's what it is. But you could tell the difference between normal stink and then where's a stink, where's a problem. Where's a problem. You ever had somebody, first off, like I said, with the rotten teeth, they talking and they're chewing gum, but the gum is useless. It's just bad. Or somebody walk past you and they win and you like, oh, damn. God damn. To me, that's a problem. That's like, that ain't a regular funk. That's just like, nah, you need to see the doctor. So yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference. Because, and you just have to be mindful of something going wrong. Because, have you ever met a person where their breath smell like they swallowed, a little shit? I'm just saying, like, shit was in their throat and they just, when they talk, you just smell it. It's just like, ooh, did you just, what is that? Like, did it smell like they got shit in their teeth, Poop. Like, it's poop just in their, like, you know how you eat a chocolate bar and the chocolate bar is in the side of your teeth? Well, just think of that. Like, you just ate some shit and the shit is just in your teeth, in the cracks, and you talking to people. Imagine that. But that's an internal thing. That was an internal thing for this person. It's internal. It was bad. Success with DeeDee, I would like to eat dinner. All right, we gotta move on anyway. Oh, yeah. Thank you. My bad. Oh. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Right. Let's continue, baby.
But I just saw another video about bubble skirts, and it was a mom talking about taking her kids to the mall and people being in there with them. And I was seeing the homecoming videos. I never seen anyone in the actual skirts, just people talking about it, right? And in my mind, when I was envisioning the bubble skirts, I was just like, oh, I was thinking like a pleated skirt that just happened to be kind of fluffy, right? Which they kind of are. But when I clicked the search finally today, I said, oh, I see why people are saying things. I've been known to show a little skin, but I always wear shorts under my skirts. You can't even wear shorts under those. I was, oh, I see what the aunties are talking about. Although I'm at 30, I'm an auntie now too, basically. But yeah, they're short as hell. And like I saw a couple, and these were all relatively smaller girls. And like when I saw the skirt, if we want to call it that, it barely covered the front. Like it was cute. It was a cute little silhouette from the front. But I noticed from the side, I said, this is the same length all the way around. And one of them actually did a full 360. I said, I see cheeks. We're wearing this to the mall? We're sitting on chairs with these? I want my booty cheeks on a seat. Ah! Like, I know the fashions come and go, but why can't they just be a little longer? Like, they're so cute, too. No lie. The bubble skirts are cute. But why are they so short?
Right. Okay, let's move on.
Like, I'm looking at these. I'm like...
Okay.
So, like, the thing you were sitting on, the chair, do you not feel that?
I hate when people talk about black women being obese. I hate it.
Oh, remember her?
Because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create. We are living in the Trump era. And look, those policies kill our people. And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Y'all remember her, child? She really tried to equate racism and dieting because she don't want to move away from the plate. Child, that was just ridiculous. She really tried to make it seem like it was a racism thing because she big and didn't want to make any changes to her eating habits. I thought that was just ridiculous. I mean, come on. You know when you eating too much. You know you like them ho-hos and them Twinkies and you eat. Everybody know when they're eating too much. Come on. You like to eat. You could choose better options. We talked about that before. Ain't nobody stopping you. Racism ain't the reason for you being fat. You the reason for you being big as a house, a big bag. Because you like to be a big bag. And you hate when people talk about it, right? Because no accountability. That clip just came up. I wasn't even trying to talk about that. But child, it's just a hot mess. And you know, But I want to pull up this.
Just dating in general.
I want to share this with you guys. We're gonna discuss this, and y'all. Then we're gonna wrap it up. But let me share my screen. So I want y'all to hear what she's saying, and y'all let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on what this woman is saying, because child, once again, delusional. Here we go.
Just dating in general. When do you feel like it's too soon to request something? Because I kind of feel like in our day and age, I don't really have time for the 4 to 5 month period of, I want to get to know you first, and then like.
What do you mean request? What do you mean request? Like ask for money?
Like not even ask for money, but. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm over the dinner stage. Like, I don't want to go to dinner. I want to go to the mall because it's like, well,
if you want to go to the mall on the first day, I'm keeping it real. That's going to give off escort. That's going to give off prostitute. That's going to give that off immediately.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm being very blunt with you, that's what that's going to get off. If you're on that type of time, sure.
It's just that guys, they be all on you.
Okay. Hello, Clover.
Hey, Ashley, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Let me wipe my camera off.
Okay. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
I do.
All right. What brings you up tonight?
Well, I wanted to get some advice.
Before we get into that, Gerudo Legends, thank you for the super chat. Says, nah, she tripping. She chose to eat half a cheesecake before sleep and ate 5 donuts when you woke up. Stop the cap. Yeah, and she probably ate more than that. The whole bag of all of that. 2 cheese, pizza, cheese. Come on now. Stop. There ain't nothing is stopping you from going buy that food and eat it. It's just that was just a poor excuse for being a big bag. Thank you, Gerudo Legends, for the super chat. Just no accountability in no areas whatsoever, at all. Now this woman here, child, listen. So let's listen to this, because this is how a lot of this woman is. Let's just play it, because this is just stupid to me. But here we go.
So when I was younger, I'm 26 now, but when I was younger, around 2021, I was on Tinder. And I was dating because when I was younger, I had this goal to find a sugar daddy. Like, that's not an old creepy sugar daddy, but just like an older gentleman that would help me out financially. And from 20 to 26, I kind of evolved a little bit more. Like, I'm more like an entrepreneur. Like, I'm actually working in private equity. And I've been on my own for a while, but I feel like recently, like my dad passed, it's 3 years now. It's been hitting me that like that was my person, and I don't really have much of a support system. But it's like I haven't had support this whole time, you know what I mean? But for some reason, it's just hitting differently. And I think I'm ready for like a relationship where a guy is actually helping me grow. And ironically, recently, I moved to New York because before I was in Charlotte when I was dating. And the first guy that I went on a date with, I ran into in New York. He's actually a banker. So he's in the same industry that I'm like working in. And he's actually like active, like he's dating with a purpose, like he's looking for a wife.
Now, the first red flag when she said she actually ready to date a guy who can help her grow. That's what it's all about. Not a guy that I could, we can grow together with and build something. No, to help you grow. That's all they look at a man for, is what he can provide for them. That's it. Successful MD says, I will find the nearest $1.25 tree in a mall. Thank you, Successful MD. I appreciate you. Yeah, these women are crazy, baby. Listen to just listen to what they say. They expose themselves. But let's continue.
When we and him first met, his wife actually had passed giving birth, so he had lost like his whole family. Oh. Yeah, so it wasn't the time, and I was actually really young too. Like I wasn't ready for him. I was like one of them I was listening to like all the little rap songs, you know. Yeah, I was one of them, you know.
Being 21, just being 21.
Yeah. So it's like now I'm more mature and I'm like, okay, I see this going somewhere, but it's like I can't really remember why we stopped talking. I want him to kind of help with my business a little bit, like just help it grow. But I don't want to, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
So how long have you guys been talking?
We've had 3 conversations now. We schedule calls. So every Monday at 7 p.m. we talk.
Schedule calls.
Is that weird?
Yeah, that's
Girl,
weird.
that's very weird. Is he in a relationship or remarried?
I don't think so. I think, well, I told him I'm not looking for a relationship because I'm focused on my business right now.
Girl, he got somebody. If he's scheduling a call every Monday at 7, that's definitely
somebody. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not that emotionally involved, so it don't hurt. It's just more so like, okay, that's what you're doing.
Okay, well, if he hasn't told you, you don't. I guess you don't know if he's married or in a relationship, because I'm sure he just hasn't said anything. I'm just assuming, right? But what is the conversations like when you do tell him about your business, or you're going out to lunch, or you drop a glass slipper? What is he saying?
Well, he's very supportive. Like, he gives me a lot of feedback. But, you know, in my world, I'm always on LinkedIn. So I'm used to guys he gives me the same advice that the guys I speak to on LinkedIn gives me. But it's like with him, knowing that I know he has goals of dating me, I feel like his advice should be a little bit more like action oriented. But he's not in New York, though. He's in Charlotte. And
she said action oriented. So you don't want the verbal advice he's giving you that might help you. You want him to pull out some money. She had 3 conversations with the guy. So you want him to pull out some money to help leverage your business. That's what she's saying. He's talking and giving you verbal advice, but you want more action behind it. So you want him to physically get up, spend some money on you. Baby, you can't make this shit up. You really can't. This is it is what it is, child. This is crazy.
He comes here because for business when he's working at wherever he works. So yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like, you know, if you're on that type of time and if he's on that type of time, it doesn't sound like, it just sounds more like an emotional support buddy.
That's what it seems like.
So, yeah, that's what it seems like. If he hasn't asked you, hey, Clover, I know you're young. Do you need anything? And he's much older than you, right?
He's 12 years older than me.
Yeah. So if he's much older, he's scheduling calls. I'm assuming there's someone else in the picture. Mm-hmm. And I guess you guys are just there for emotional support to have convos.
No.
For the 6 days out of the week, he can't speak to you. So technically, there's nothing there. You guys are just talking every Monday just to say, hey, what's going on? Mm-hmm. All right. Everything's good. Give me advice. Bye. You could get that here.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, when hearing you say it, it gives a whole different perspective, because in my mind, I'm like, okay, so outside of him, just dating in general, when do you feel like it's too soon to request something? Because I kind of feel like in our day and age, I don't really have time for the 4 to 5 month period.
Request something? What the hell you requesting? They really think these men are just about request. What the hell you mean? You shouldn't be requesting any goddamn requesting what? When do you think it's the proper time to request something? Gerudo Legends, dude added her to his calendar with other women. The question is, what day is she on his calendar? If it is the weekday, that is his side chick days. It is a weekday. It's not the weekend, child. Yeah, he trying to see how he can fit her as a side chick. He don't want her. Thank you. He see what she's up to. Thank you, Gerudo Legends. I agree. And they so dumb, they be asking questions. They don't know none of this shit. Keith Randall says she gonna stay on her own too, thinking like that. Get a damn job and go shopping all you want. Productive men aren't going, period. And her trauma dumping isn't going to work either. Red flags everywhere. Exactly, Keith. Oh my God, yeah. And it's all where are they getting the information from? Who's training them? City girls? Is that where they getting this from? City girls and told them to do this? Thank you, Randall. I appreciate you. That is crazy. I don't.
Period. I want to get to know you first, and then
what do you mean request? What do you mean request?
Right. What do you mean?
Like ask for money?
Like not even ask for money, but like I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm over the dinner stage. Like I don't want to go to dinner. I want to go to the mall because it's like what we go.
Okay. Well, if you want to go to the mall on the first day, I'm keeping it real. That's gonna give off escort. That's gonna give off prostitute. That's going to give that off immediately.
Yeah.
You know, if
that gives off you a hoe, and this is your transactional situationship. You want to go to the mall because you want him to buy you some stuff, and his expectation is to get in them draws. And there you go. This is why a lot of these women will be single, because you're putting yourself in the whole category. You're hoeing yourself out for bags and something from the mall. Come on now. I just, and it's not about always being young. Because once again, I'm speaking for myself, and I give my experience. When I was young, I didn't want a dude taking me to no goddamn mall. Because I've been asked as a young woman, want to go to the mall from the drug dealers in the neighborhood. And I'm like, hell no, I know exactly what you up to. I don't want to be caught in your car and get shot. So I don't want nothing from the mall. I don't care. And I ain't have no money. Broke as a joke, young. Young. 18, maybe 19, and you ask me, you want to go to the mall trying to holler at me? Nah, you got 10 baby mamas. You got 5 baby mamas and who knows, 10, 12 kids, and you selling drugs. I ain't interested. I don't want you to buy me shit, because I don't want you thinking you getting anything from me, because I already know what your game is. So nah, that's all right. And you should see they look like. You want to go to the mall? Nah, I'm not the mother ones walking around here with tight shorts on trying to get your attention. They take her to the mall, but you don't want her. You know she a hoe, so you don't want her. You want to find somebody unsuspecting. Oh, I ain't seen you around. You chill. You cute. Come on, won't take your mom. Won't shit from the mall. No, thank you. I won't get in your car. I don't care what it do. I don't care what kind of car. I don't give a damn. Never was impressed by it, because I know what it's about. That street life. I know y'all be getting drive-bys. Niggas be shooting at y'all car. We see it. I don't want to got shot in the ass in your car on a funny style, and I ain't even that type of girl. Come on now. I learned this young. So different, that's why I say different strokes, different folks. I just was not interested. I see your game. And they're looking like, well, damn, she woke up. No, all the little hot to trots, they go to the mall. Take them to the mall. They come back with their Foot Locker bag, and they happy, and they ready to go off with you. Nah, not me. Nah. No, thank you. And that's why I be like, why y'all was still 30, 20, and 30, and 40? You want to go to the mall?
You can't handle the truth.
You want to go to the mall? I don't even shop in the mall like that. Who still goes to, whatever. You can shop wherever you want, Project 007 says, appreciation for the content and your hairstyle. Thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all like this hairstyle, Lord. It's temporary though, child. But thank y'all. I appreciate you for the super chat and the support. Thank you so much. Baby. And that's why I must be a different breed. I'm just saying, because I was young and I was not falling for the shenanigans, baby. I don't care what kind of car you drove. I didn't care what kind of money you made. I didn't give a damn about what was yours, because you know why? That is yours. You sold drugs or worked or whatever you did to get it. That's for you. That ain't mine. I can't claim it. So why am I getting excited over what somebody else has? That's why I could never been a gold digger. I don't give a damn about what you drive. I ain't never been impressed by no man's car. I don't care, because it's not mine. It's yours. You ain't giving me none. You ain't giving me the car. It ain't for me. So why would I be impressed by it? No, I never got won over by anything like that. Never. And they be shocked, because they so used to women. They so used to women. They can move somebody for that kind of stuff, and then come across me just standing there looking. I left you standing there, baby. Let me get on, because I don't want you to get no ideas. I don't want nothing you got. I don't care about no goddamn mall. When I go work, and make some money, I'll go to the mall myself if I want to go. Thank you. I'm just saying. Mayim, the goddess, says she wants father. Men want a wife, not a child. Exactly. They're like, take me shopping, do all this, take care of me. No, you're right. That's what your father was supposed to do. That's not what a man is just solely there for, especially when you just meeting them. You ain't even built a relationship, and they don't want to build a relationship. You just want the man coming in, let's go to the mall. And then when you do that, and he said, come on, I'm going to break you off. You don't want to do that either. It's crazy. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Eric Williams says, I saw this video this morning on, I don't know, the MABW channel. I don't know what it is. Lord, he was getting into Ashley and this woman, which they should, because it's foolishness. Thank you, Eric, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Zookeeper says, I told you it was private hoeing. Go to the mall, then clap the cheeks, then see you next week. Exactly. It's like, what's at the mall that's gonna be so great that you would just allow a man to clap your cheeks however you want to? What's at the mall? Ain't shit at the mall. I can see if he was buying you a car and buying you a house that's paid for in your name, and you can take that to clap your cheeks. Ain't nobody doing all that, so it ain't worth it. Thank you, Zookeeper. I appreciate you. Y'all ain't getting nothing but something. Run to the mall and then he can go, get inside your body, and you okay with that? Child, nah. Let's continue.
If I'm being very blunt with you, that's what that's gonna get off. If you're on that type of time, sure.
It's just that guys, they be all on you, on the first date. And so that's why I kind of feel like, okay, well, since you rushing that, let's go ahead and rush this.
Yeah, it's not, let me say this for everybody watching. It's not materialistic. If you're meeting a stranger for the first time and the first thing you're asking out of your mouth is take me to Chanel, that means this is transactional, right?
Right.
I'm not saying you can't get the goods. I'm not saying that. But if you're doing that when you meet them off the bat, hello, hi, my name is, take me to here, that means it's transactional.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call a thing right now. Let's just call a thing a thing.
So what do you think is a good time period to wait? Like, not to necessarily ask, but where you think it's appropriate to start saying, like you said, alluding to like, okay, I want this. Because it's not even just about shopping. Like, sometimes it's about, I may want to travel, or I may want to,
girl, I know you.
I just want you to offer something. Like, I just kind of feel like at some point a man is, like you said,
these heifers are cooked. Baby, what are you asking this lady? When is a good time to start asking? Never. How about that? What the hell has happened, Lord Jesus? I'm serious. I'm really trying to figure out what did I miss? What happened that these women think like what the hell happened? Maybe I've been out the game for so long and I'm just shocked. What has happened? Y'all, please, what has happened? Well, these women are in a goddamn, I don't know what they're in. What are they putting in the goddamn water? Or in the weaves? What are they putting in the BBLs? What are they doing? Why are these the questions? She don't want to get to know the man. She just want to jump right to, what can you give me? When is a good time to asking for shit? Never. How about that? So are you willing? So they're willing. They hoes. Who's called it? You said hoeing on 101. Because you know you willing to give that box up. You going to give it to him. So you like, okay, I know you want me. So when's a good time to just ask for things? Trips. And so you know you going to go take that trip with him. And he going to bust you down real good. Because he going to get his money's worth. And you okay with that? Y'all don't have no kind of morals or moral compass whatsoever. You just expecting a hoe on day one. So y'all are walking streetwalkers. The new 2025 modern fucking streetwalkers. What in the world, Lord have mercy? What did parents teach y'all? Did we miss a generation of women teaching their daughters how to be young ladies? Did that go out the window? Did this last generation of women not teach their daughters how to be respectable young women? Because I know we're teaching our daughters to be respectable young women. They're not out here hoeing it up. So why? What is this? What is this? Rack 9, thank you for the super chat. She says men be all on her, but you got your Twin Peaks showing for the world to see, right? You want that attention. But even if a man is coming on strong on a date, you can say, hold on, stop, I ain't on that type of time. But you are on that type of time if he's willing to take you to the mall. Asking a man to take you to the mall sound like a teenager. Man, this is strange. Thank you, Rick, Rack 9. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Farrell says from Farrell. Thank you, Farrell, for the super chat. Baby, this is insanity. She asking what's the right time to ask a man for stuff. And then she said trips.
Should be offering to start doing things. Like, when do you feel like it's appropriate to start expecting them to offer to do things?
Again, you could allude like I dropped my glass slipper, like I said, but you also have to think about who is it that I want to be? Do I want to be that girl? Let's keep it real. Look at me. Do I want to be that girl? Do I want to ask for money on the first date and bags on the first date? Is that how I want to live my life?
No.
I'm not saying, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life,
right.
But Is that your intention? That's what I really want you to think about.
No,
Do
it's
I
not my
want
intention.
to go ahead?
It's not my intention. It's just that men be all on you on the first date. You know what I mean? So I just
But what does all on you mean?
like, okay, I don't know about other people, but men be trying to have sex on the first date. Like, they try to get you to come back to their house. They want kisses. They do a lot, and it's just like, okay, well,
that means we're staying on a date too long, and like someone said, you don't have boundaries.
Okay.
And we're drinking too much. We're having more than 2 drinks, more than 1 drink on the first date, and we're staying on the date too long. So that's giving him the impression that you're down.
You down to smash.
Oh.
We're having more than 1 drink. If we're staying there too long, if we're getting too comfortable, then yes. He's going to think that, okay, she's down.
Right.
So what's a good exit? Like, how do you exit off the date early without,
they don't know.
like, do you do the my friend's calling, I have an emergency, I gotta go, or like, how do you
go?
Yeah, but it should be a time. If we're meeting at 7, let's say we go 7 to 8, right? 7 to 8:30. All right, the dinner's done, you get the check. It was.
But I mean, what are y'all doing? It's like they purposely waiting out for that so that you can ask for something. What happened to you go see a movie or go to get something to eat, and then y'all talk or whatever, or during dinner y'all talk or y'all go somewhere, y'all have a conversation, and then okay, it's time to go. After I always say like a couple of hours or something, then it's time to go. I'm not going. But I think a lot of these women are, like somebody said, she's secretly hoeing. You out here, you looking for that because you want the stuff that comes with it. You want to go to the mall. So you want to give him something because you want to go to the mall. You want him to spend money on you. So you are open and willing to give him your body when you don't have to. They're prepared for this. This transactional situationship. A lot of these women are used to that. They're used to that, and that's become their norm. That's why she's asking these questions. When is the best time? I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, the women. I come from a time where if a man is into you and liking you, he would offer to do things for you. You didn't have to ask. It would be offered to you. Hey, you want to do this? Or they'll just do stuff because they want to do it out of kindness of their heart because they like you. You didn't have to ask, okay, when are you going to buy me? Take me to the mall. They'll do stuff for you because they like you. So this is why it's transactional, because these men are like, you know what? I'm not taking her seriously, but she cute and I'll smash because it's there. Yeah, I'll get you this, but this is what it is. Oh my God. Successful MD says, take these birds to children play area in the mall, child. They do act like grown children though, I will say. Thank you, Successful MD, once again for the support. Darius Coleman, thank you once again for the support. Says digital 53XU at one revolution happened. Then women giving other women bad advice. Single mother raised generations of feminist mind warping now on display. So basically you're saying, yeah, the effects of feminism is showing. It is. Where we do see single women giving other single women horrible advice. And then this is where you have to have some type of understanding of yourself to know how to gauge who's telling you what. If a woman has been single for the most of her life, how can she tell you what makes a relationship work? How can she tell you how to have a successful relationship with a man when she doesn't have one? Half of them be divorced, left their husbands, or never been married, and they out here as the new gurus of how to make a relationship work and what you should be doing. And none of them have that experience. What my husband would call, what do he call it? Goddamn, what does he call it? I forgot. But yeah, you don't have the experience. So how you can be, and these women flock to these women. See, they wouldn't listen to me. They don't want to hear me because somehow what I'm saying is like ant repellent, because you don't want to hear the truth. You want people to coddle you and tell you you're the prize, and you stay, get your degrees and you become the best woman man that you can be, and the men gonna just come and get you. Your king gonna get you, and you ain't got to do nothing. That's a bunch of bullshit, And so you don't want to hear the truth. You want to hear the fake truth. And you want to run with it, and y'all not getting the results. Y'all all are still just single. And And this whole superficial idea, I would never tell any young woman, oh, just go date a dude. Don't care about getting to know him. And just, oh, when is he can spend money on me? Because they be on me. They be wanting me. If you're an attractive woman, yeah, a man might be sexually attracted to you, but that don't mean you got to bust it open for him right then. You might want to get to know him. But she said she don't want to go to dinner. She want to go to the mall. You don't want to go to dinner. You want to go straight to the goddamn mall. So you are a transactional situationship. That's what you're looking for. You don't want to get to know him. You want something from the mall. So he want, that body. You're going to give it to him because he's going to take you to the mall. And that's where they get stuck. And when they get older, now you're nothing more than a transactional situation mall runner. That's it. Because if it goes with you, it don't go away. Your body count is rising because all you care about is stuff and money and how they can help you, not real solid relationships. Not understanding that when you find a man, or when a man finds you who really wants to be with you and have a real life with you, all of that stuff will come. He's going to work hard to provide for you the things that are necessary because he sees you as something special. That's the thing. They're going about it the quite opposite direction than what it's supposed to be. You don't require these things up front from a man you barely know. The man want to get to know you. A man who cares about you and want to have a life with you, he's going to do what's necessary to provide for you. They don't understand but they want quick fixes. You want something right up front and you really don't qualify for it. So men realize that and they're like, oh, well, okay, I'll take her to the mall. I'm going to bang the hell out of her and then I'm going to leave her alone and just call her whenever I can until I'm ready. And if she available, then I'm going to go do it again. And that's it. And you never become anything special to anybody. And then you get older and you're like, where are all the good men at? Child, you wasn't looking for no good man, boo. You was looking to go to the mall. Thank you, Darius. I appreciate you. And that's what you got. You got a hit it and quit it with a mall gift. Dr. Steele says, does this lady realize this is not Shira 7 she is talking to? Probably not, Dr. Steele. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know. That's where she need to go talk because this ain't making no sense. And then they act oblivious, but I think they are oblivious to some degree. Then y'all walk around like, why this and why that, crying. I thought at this age I would have my man because somebody told you play games in your 20s and your 30s. When you get to 39, because that seems to be the age. Now you think, oh, I could just go pick my man that I want and get him. And no, baby, it don't work like that. That's why y'all be 60 years old complaining, can you take me shopping? Do you understand who and what I am? Yeah, they understand who and what you are. And that's why they run in the opposite of that direction, baby. They don't want to know who and what you are. They've seen enough. They got the gist of who and what you are, and they run in the opposite way. They're like, hell to the no, I don't want no parts of that. You go and do that by yourself. Have fun. Thank you, Dr. Steele. I appreciate you. Yeah, ain't nobody trying to do all that shit with y'all. Y'all tripping. Garudo Legend says, do a midday movie with discount tickets. Don't let her know. And get ice cream or gelato before the movie. You had the day to see if you like her. If not, then take her home before the night, child. Thank you for Super Chat, Garudo. I appreciate you for that. Look, I just, I think a walk in the park would suffice. Half of them be big got big bags. So you need to take a walk. I said it before. You should be happy, man. Just take you to the park. Take her to the park, make her ass walk all around 3-4 times so she can burn a sweat and lose a few pounds, hopefully. Whatever it takes to burn 1,000 calories, y'all do that. And let her walk so she could burn something. At least you helped her out. Now you helped her. You don't want that kind of help. Helped her out. Some of these women, can't even walk around a corner without breathing hard and sweating. Take them on a walk. You ain't got to, that's free. If you don't want to take a walk around this park with me and talk, because we could walk and talk. We ain't going to eat because you had enough food. You got enough food in your body to last you for a month. So you don't need no food, baby. I'm pretty sure your body going to eat the food. And by the time you start eating the fat, you will be losing weight. Thank you, Garudo Legends. You don't need all that other stuff. Y'all don't need no more food. Pharaoh says Heifer's mad government assistant isn't their friend now. Right. I'm saying all of this stuff is going away and you're going to have to really depend on yourself. And the men aren't simping, so you can't get it from them. So you're going to have to work hard. Thank you, Pharaoh. I appreciate you. Hell, shit. Go walk. Walk, walk, walk. Talk and walk and talk. And y'all, and you get tired, get some water. If anything, yeah, have some bottled water. There you go. That with bottled water, that don't cost much. Give her some water. She need hydration. That's it. Figure out what you need to know about her. She can figure out what you need about you. And then if y'all ain't a match, you can keep it moving. Ain't nobody lost no money, but at least she might have lost a few inches. So that'd be a good thing. I'm just saying. Project 007 says, take her big bag hopscotching through the pond. Not the hopscotching. She ain't gonna be able to do that. That's too much leg work, baby. Just walk. Simple walk. That hopscotch gonna wear out too quick. Y'all trying to get to know each other. He used to it because usually more men, the men are a little bit more fit than the women in most cases. Not all, but in most cases. Just saying. Just saying. A little walk ain't gonna hurt nobody. No food. Drink some lemon water. Drink water. Water will fill you up. You feel like you ate something. Child. Let's continue.
So nice meeting you. Thank you for taking me out, or whatever it is that you say. And that's it. You wrap it up and you have to go.
Okay.
Yeah, they're saying go out earlier, 6 o'clock. Yeah.
I'm gonna try that, and I'm
breakfast. Go out for breakfast. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna also update because I know you other people don't want to talk, but I'm gonna also update you too on this guy to see if it's true that he probably do have somebody. Because I figured that it's just he's busy because he's like working a full time, and plus he's still going to school to get his PhD. So I'm like, okay, I know that's busy because as an entrepreneur, I'm gonna be honest, like I'm always busy. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to talk to him every day because.
And let me also add this too, Clover. When I think a guy can smell when girls are used to getting things from men.
Yeah.
Because usually when you're about that life, you really don't have to ask.
Oh, did I say that?
You don't.
Oh,
they'll be like, what do you need?
Didn't I say that?
Hey, did you eat today? I just sent you money. You getting your hair done and your nails this week? Here's some money. Where can I send it? It's just given. It's not something you really need to ask for.
Ashley, God damn it. Didn't I say that? Because that's just how it is. If a dude, at least that was my experience. That was mine. Maybe that ain't the experience for everybody. That's what the hell I said. Ashley said it. Shout out to you, Ashley. She ain't lying. You don't have to go out here begging and asking and giving up, doing all this for a man if he really into you. That little stuff, you ain't gotta be, to me, when you begging and you requesting and saying what he needs to do, them men gonna be like, girl, I ain't giving you shit.
You can't handle the truth.
They gonna be like, nah, that's a turnoff. I said that. Because that's what I experienced. You don't have to do all that asking. Look, and I don't look, and then at the same time, you're not looking for a man to pay your bills and asking a man to pay your damn rent and all that. I think that's ridiculous. So the women who don't, I said that. You don't be asking no man for none of that. But these men, because they're into you and they really like, they'll offer certain things and they'll do stuff for you without you even asking. This is why I say these women are lost in the goddamn sauce. They don't know what they're doing. Y'all so focused on the bag, you're blind. Your mamas ain't taught you shit. They ain't teach you nothing. You're out here just running out here thinking it's about the coochie and the bag, and that's all y'all getting. You're setting yourself up for failure. And we see it. This is why it's happening. These women don't know what the hell they're doing. Sometimes you need a good stern talking to let you know, ma'am, you're going about this the wrong way. But they're used to this transactional lifestyle. I come up in a time where, even you would decline if you just meeting a guy and he offering to buy you something expensive, you would say no. At least I remember you would say no. Because the idea was, listen, if you trying to buy me something, now if you want to buy me lunch or something like that, cool. And we talking or whatever, cool. That's just lunch. They ain't nothing. And I don't know what lunch these big backs be eating because they be talking about they lunch be hundreds of dollars. Girl, that's the problem. Y'all eating lobster tails for breakfast and all these fucking shit all day, and your meal for breakfast, you eating for 2 goddamn days for breakfast or lunch. Like I come up a lunch is what? You might go get a soup and a sandwich or got shit or a sandwich and some fries or something that be like $5 or something. Come on. They eat lobster tails, all kinds of shit, all for lunch, and it's coming at all this money. So I don't know what y'all eat. That's why y'all backs are so big. But when I was coming up now, if somebody wanted to offer you some really expensive gift, like something that you know is expensive, nah, you would turn that down, because then that would be a red flag, because it's like, wait a minute, what are you doing here? I don't trust that, because why are you what you want from me? And if I'm not willing to give you what I think you want from me, I'm not taking your gift. I'm be like, nah, thank you. That was a nice gesture, but no, thank you. I don't take gifts right away. We barely know each other. So I'm not taking your gift. Child, they not doing that shit now. They out here purposely looking to give up the coochie for something, to go to the mall. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm just too old and I'm too out of it. And the way I see stuff is totally different from these new women I see. And it's just like, wow. And this is why all of this is so whack. This is why these men ain't taking y'all seriously. Y'all don't really want serious relationships. You want to be taken to the goddamn mall. You want to go to Chanel, and so you can break him off some coochie, but you got a Chanel bag. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Big bag lunches. It sure is. What they be eating? Oysters, lobster, crabs, a big seafood buffet on their table, slurping it down, eating all. I would be sick eating all that. Now, I like my little snacks and here and there, but child, I can't eat all that stuff like that. I would be sick. They don't have a turn off nozzle in their stomach. They don't have a point to where they like, damn, I'm too full. You eat so much, you feel like you're about to throw up. They don't have that turn off button in them. I can't even combine too many different foods together without feeling sick and nauseous. I've seen people get up, they eat eggs and bacon. 5 minutes later, they eating red beans and rice. That's down. Then they eating Popeye's chicken. Okay, it's been just back to back to back, like 600-pound life. Then you're like, oh, I want pizza. You eating pizza. Then you're drinking soda. Then you got a big thing of donuts. And then you're eating Jell-O. That shit don't make you sick. I'm just saying. I be wondering, like, do that make you sick? I can't eat too many different things. I will get sick. Hell, if I mix something that's greasy with a sweet, I'll throw up. And I can't eat too much of it. It'll literally make me throw up. So how do you do? I always wondered how you could sit down and eat a big bucket of chicken. Then 5 minutes later, you eating something else. It is nothing that you don't like. Y'all ever seen people? There's nothing that they don't like. They like everything. That's crazy. Let's continue.
If you allude to it, they'll give it to you. Mm-hmm. So you also want to think about, how is it that I'm showing up in the world? How am I presenting myself? How am I carrying myself? That's something else I want you to think about.
I will do that. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Thank you for coming up, honey bun. Yeah, you want to think of that. Again, I know y'all don't want to hear that.
No.
Thank you, Sevens. Thank you. I just think when you are that girl, if I'm keeping them 100 with you guys, you really don't have to ask. Yeah, you can allude, but men want to impress you. Mm-hmm. When they like you, they want to impress you. Mm-hmm. They will do the things. If you're that guy's girl, if he's smitten by you, if he likes you a lot, mm-hmm. he will give it to you. I promise you. I promise you. There's no request too big. If it is, he'll find a way. Don't worry. I'll find a way.
That's true. I'm here to tell you.
I will find a way. I'm telling you guys this.
I know for a fact.
You don't have to do 100 hula hoops. Run through this. No, you don't. How do I talk softer? What color do I have to wear, Ash? Nope. Do I got to wear pink when I ask him? Do I have to manipulate it?
Nope.
No. If he finds you really attractive, mm-hmm. he likes you a lot, he will give it to you.
And on top of that, Ashley, you don't have to have tons of makeup on. And I know she's about, helping women get their stuff together. And I think that's great. But you don't have to have all that makeup on. You don't have to have all the wigs on. You don't have to have all that. That man could see if you got some natural beauty that he's attracted to without any of that. That's the only thing that I would add to it, is that you don't have to have a face full of makeup on and all of that stuff. You could be in your most natural state, hair pulled back, no makeup on. If you are what he wants, you don't have to have all of that. That goes along with it. So I would add that, because she's absolutely right. And that's what I say. Like these women don't get it. They'll be attractive women, but when the man realizes you a hoe, he like, oh damn, I gotta play it like it is. I gotta play it like I see it. Cause I can't trust her. She's a hoe. She's trying to get money. She's trying to get to something. So you know what? I'm gonna play the game because I'm gonna see what she working with. Yeah, that's the only thing with men. A lot of these men, you attractive, you look good. They want to hit something. They want to feel something. But that don't mean they want you. That's the part women don't get. They think, because he doing that, he really want. No, when he realized what you about, he played that game and boom, get what he wanted and then move on. And once he got what he wanted out you, he realized what your game is. He don't want you for real. And that's where women are clueless. All these educated women are clueless to this. Garudo Legends, thank you for the super chat, says, when she got me banned from the Chinese buffet for her eating half the restaurant. God damn. What you was dealing with a 600-pound life, Garudo? Because there ain't no way I'll be dating somebody who could sit at the buffet from morning to night, from when they open all the way to the nighttime, just eating every fucking thing in there. And then you sit there and then take breaks, go to the bathroom, come back and fill her up again. Like, you going to sit here from when the buffet open to the end? Come on now. Come on. What is this? What are we doing? Like, that's what's happening, Garudo. Thank you for the super chat, child. I don't want no buffet lover like that, Lord. Successful MD says men are not looking to date Beetlejuice, baby. Thank you, Successful MD. What's going on, Quantum Solace? Says they be eating the garbage cans of the oceans. All that shellfish full of mercury. It's not good for the nervous system. Definitely not good for women who are pregnant. Right. Yeah, I can't eat that like that. I can't eat seafood and shellfish like that. Thank you, Quantum Solace. I appreciate you for the super chat. Yeah, it's just too much. That'll make me sick. Project 007 says, ordering the whole left side of the menu. LOL. It's too much. That's why they be so worried about a man giving them money on the first day. Because they need that food. They need their rent. They need it all, baby. If you really just deep dive, you'll see, just play like you will give the woman the money, that you would be willing to spend money on her, and just see what she asking for. She going to be asking for rent, my car payment due, my rent due. Everything is in shambles. Everything is due. And she gonna want you to pay it all. If you just pretend like, I'll help you out. What you need some help with? You need a little phone bill paid? No. Car note, phone, rent, light bill, everything about to get shut off. And she needs you to pay all of it. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Whatever it is. Someone said it's in you, not on you. Yeah. Guys can smell it out. They can sniff it out. They could sniff it out. Even think about us ladies. We could sniff it out. Well, let me look at her hair, her nails, her feet, her living situation. Look at the skin. Let me look. Let me see. Oh, she got a bonnet on. One lash missing, one lash on. The clothes got a food stain on it. But how do I get some money? Got an attitude. Exactly, it's the aura. Got an attitude. You not light. You not friendly. You don't got that. The aura is like, I don't need you. That's the aura. But it's not, I don't need you like, boss babe, I don't need you. But I don't need you.
Well, I think it's probably more like, I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. You know what I mean? It's more like, you can't tell me nothing. I'm going to do what I want to do type of vibe. Like, Ninja, I don't know who you think you are, but you're not going to control me. I'm going to do what I want with it, and you can like it or not. That's the type of mindset that is. I'm going to do what I want to do, so I'm going to come with my bonnet on. I'm going to come dressed the way I want to dress. Who cares? You don't like it, you get to step in. It's kind of like, who mentioned this earlier? I think Mayim, the guy that said they don't want to compete. There's no competing. You just like whatever. And if you want it done, then you pay for it. If you want my bonnet off, you pay for me a wig. And I think they do it on purpose sometimes. You know, we've seen women talk about this and say, well, listen, these men want you to show up all put together. No, man, baby, you're supposed to want to show up in the best light possible. Is this how you want? Your first impression says a lot about you. So you don't care about how you show up for a date. You just gonna show up in a bonnet and looking a hot mess. That man is not. That's not. You ruin it for yourself. You're not doing him a favor. You're messing over your own self. You're disqualifying people by you doing that type of stuff. It doesn't work for you. I don't know where their mental state is at. It's not in the right place. So this woman talking about she gonna show up in a bonnet and look a hot mess. Well, he just not gonna take you seriously. What you think he gonna do? Are you really trying to find somebody? Or are you just playing? Are you playing around? And that's what I be trying to figure out. Are these women just joking? Y'all really don't want nobody. Y'all just doing this for social media clout and fame, right? You really don't want nobody, right? Because the way you're going about it, it shows you don't really want nobody. But do y'all really believe that? Because you see you're not getting nobody, and that's why. Because y'all focus on the wrong stuff. And it's not helping. It's not helping at all. You know, and either you gonna stop playing games and be realistic so that you can get the outcome that you're looking for, or you just keep playing games if you don't want nothing serious. And then I'm all about, listen, I don't really care what you choose to do with your life. I don't have a problem with people. I don't have a problem with your choices. I just give my opinion and my 2 cents. And I don't understand the foolishness of it. For a group of people who are always complaining about where's my man and why I can't find my person and all of this, y'all don't seem very serious about finding a person because you don't want to do anything on your end to try to get the person. You just want him to come to you and grace you with money and good looks and everything that you want in a man, but you not even what he want. That's the problem. Y'all are not leveling up. The men are leveling up because they have to if they want to better their lives and their circumstances. But then when they out here looking for a woman who has the qualities that they want, they can't find it. And the women are still wondering where they at. But the men that y'all are looking for don't want y'all. And that's the real gag. And they hate to accept it. And once again, this is not every situation, but for the ones that it applied to. A lot of women are crying and complaining about they can't find their person. Well, because the person you want, you realize don't want you. He don't want you. And then so now you're like, okay, well, who else I'm supposed to get? Who else? Who wants me? Because it doesn't seem that anybody wants you. But why is that though? If you really want to get down to the nitty gritty, why? What is it about you that you can't get a man to take you seriously? What is it about you to where a man is just trying to play you for a fool and only hit it and quit it and keep it moving? What is it about you? It's worth looking into. But a lot of women are so stubborn and they hate to get to the truth of themselves. They want to keep blaming the men, but keep blaming the men. Once again, it's not going to get you the outcome you want. And this is why you have people like Vivica Fox and a lot of these women, 60 years old, still by themselves because they will not settle. In their mind, that's settling. They don't want to cooperate with a man. They think they're the bee's knees. They're the shit. They're the prize and they're everything. And if you don't come to them correct, then they don't want to deal with you. Well, that's why you by yourself because the priorities are off. What you're looking for and what you want out of a man is superficial. And men are tired of just being wallets. They don't want to just sit back and just pay your goddamn bills. Who want to do that? People trying to make money. You ain't trying to spend it all. You trying to make money, right? You want to have some money so you can relax. And I told you, I'm all about relaxing, baby. I want to try to relax as much as I could because it's nice and it's fun and it's soothing. I don't want to be out here stressed out and all that. And a lot of them are stressed out because they're struggling to pay all these high-ass bills. I saw a girl on Instagram, she paid almost $1,000 in a car note. I'm like, I know you lying. For some type of Jeep. She make about $1,200 or $1,500 every 2 weeks. So she make about maybe $3,000, something like that a month. And she pay almost $1,000 of that on her car note. And all of her other credit card, all her bills are behind. Everything she got to pay. And she ended up with $300 left. So I'm like, yeah, them the ones be looking for a man to come in and pay all their bills. I'm like, no, why you need $1,000 car note? But these are the boss chicks. You know, she was an attractive woman, but this is what they want y'all to do. Come in and take up that load. Pay her car, show her how the business. Hell, pay her car off. pay all her bills, catch her up, show her the business so she can become a real boss chick. And then when she get to a status where she can do it on her own, she gonna leave you alone. Cause you no longer serve her. You done helped her out the gutter. And now she gonna move on to do what she really wants. And do what she been doing. Being outside, fooling with Pookie and Ray Ray, having a good old time. Because now she at a status now where no other man qualifies, but the one who helped her up, she treat him like he ain't shit. And she moved on. That's how they like to operate, baby. But it is what it is. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I gotta get out of here. I appreciate everyone who gave super chats to Cash Apps, everybody who watched the stream, everybody who commented, everybody who showed up. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, everybody who liked the stream, everybody who supports the channel and watch the videos. Make sure y'all are watching the videos that are posted on the channel, y'all. That is super important. At least hit the like button on the video and watch it. Support in that way, y'all. That definitely helps to push the videos through the algorithm, y'all. So make sure you are doing that. Also share and like them if you can. And make sure you hit the notification bell and click all so that you will get all of my content. All right. So once again, I appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Support the channel. If you want to buy merchandise or whatever, you can support in that way. I appreciate every little bit because it all helps to support the channel and grow the channel. All right. So thank y'all. I love you guys. I will be back pretty soon. I'm gonna do another live for you guys because I want to talk about this lady who, was deleted in jail by her husband. I want to talk about that. So I'll probably do it live so you guys can chime in. I can get y'all thoughts on it. So stay tuned for that. And continue to support the channel, y'all. And yeah, that is it. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys. Y'all be safe out here in the streets, and I'll catch you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.